Felt like I was just with you guys. Welcome back, Pub Sports Radio, live bet stream. We just had the kickoff. I got here right on kickoff. Good news is, if you turned into the tailgate, you already know our action. You got plenty of action for this game ready to go. Clemson, Georgia. Thank you guys in the chat for tuning in early. O'Brien, Paul, Tom Leach, Jarek, Andrew G, Boogeyman, everybody, man. Justin, I didn't see you this morning, Justin. I got Stacks play of the day coming through. He's got Corey Seager RBI plus 115. He's got Texas over 60.5. A lot of points right there. He said he's going to miss the show, but he's got boots on the ground at the West Virginia game. Very excited, Justin, for that for you. Thanks for coming in here, man. I'm going to get right to it right now. I'm not doing a play-by-play the whole game, but I like to keep us in tune. Klubnik's going to take the snap on the first play, a little rollout pass, and he's going to throw it right at his receiver's feet. I mean, it is a 3-yard pass, and he underthrew it. Just terrible. I was not a fan of him last year. I have a feeling I won't be a fan of him this year, but we'll get rolling. If you can, guys, drop your action in the chat that you got. My dude Nunya rolling in. Appreciate you, Nunya. NJ Striker, much love, my guy. I will have other cappers up here with me. I kind of shot my load getting people to come in with me on the tailgate, so some people are, getting a drink, finishing their stuff, but there's no breaks here. There's no breaks here. I'm here, ready to rock, ready to roll with you guys. On second down of their first drive, Clemson's going to pick up about 8 on a pass play, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what the call is. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to the first Saturday of college football. Let's get paid, boys. I'm going to slow shit down a little bit here because I haven't had a moment to think or a moment to breathe. So I'm not going to be hitting the live lines just yet. I'm going to let the game play out for a minute, hang out with you guys, have a drink with you guys, and then we'll get it rolling. Let me know what y'all's bets are on this game, though, so I can start highlighting them in the chat. If you guys got action, drop it. I want to go over it. I didn't pre-bet this game at all. I know 2 of the cappers that came on the tailgate with me, Winetime and Moose, are both on Clemson. Let me double check that Winetime was on Clemson. I know Moose is on Clemson. I think Winetime didn't bet this game. Moose bet it. Winetime leaned Clemson. Another drop pass over the middle right there for Clemson. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. So they will be punting the ball here on their first drive. Not very productive from the offense. Not a good look there. Tell you what, if Clemson can find a way to stop Georgia here and score, I'd love to live bet Georgia. Why the fuck is it? Oh, it's 3rd and 15. Excuse me. Offense still in the field. 3rd and 15. Good news. I got a capper ready to come in, ready to rock with you guys. He was up late last night on the poker tournament, taking names on the table, I got to imagine. One of my good friends here, not just at Pub Sports Radio, in this thing that we do called gambling, Mr. Mikey Money, Pimp Slap Play of the Day. Mike, what's up?
Man, what a night last night was. Debbie, let me ask you this. Have you ever met a guy that lost $90 at a poker tournament and didn't play poker?
This will be my first time, but I don't know if you saw it, Mike. I put it in there. I mean, you paid Jose's rent. That $90, that's got to be big for Jose. You're paying that kid's rent.
I just texted him a little bit ago. I was like, fuck you, Jose.
I love it. It's funny too. I air stuff on here. People know that I don't keep closed doors. I saw Mike because I asked Mike a long time ago. I said, hey, Mike, I need you on the tailgate with me on the first show. And I asked him a long time ago. And I misread something and thought he was doing a show this morning at the same time. So I texted him and I was like, fuck you, Mike. Suck my ass. So Mike.
Just a hater. I was wearing Haterade all morning from fucking Dabby Cab here. But let's go, man. Let's talk about some action. Let's make some fucking money, Dabby. Tell me you didn't fade Penn State. Tell me you didn't.
I didn't fade Penn State. It seemed like everybody this morning was all over that West Virginia side. I personally didn't bet it, but I like Penn State. I like Penn State first half. You know how I roll.
Dude, way too much love for this. Why? Why West Virginia? I know it's a difficult place to play in Morgantown, but plenty of times they have shit the bed when it comes to getting the job done there on their home field. And Penn State coming into this thing, coaching advantage, team advantage, player advantage, offense advantage, defensive advantage. I don't understand it. Number 8, Penn State, and you're only getting a touchdown? You're only laying a tutty? Nah, stop it. Stop it.
I agree. I agree. So you took Penn State full game -8?
I did. I got
Minus
7.
7?
-7 on Penn State. Full game rocking and rolling here. Also, big action. I love this Georgia spot. Love this Georgia spot. Fuck Clemson. Did you take Clemson?
I did not take Clemson. I like Georgia here also. Our guy Kong's Clips came on for the first time this morning. Shout out to Kong. We got to see him. Yeah, we got to see him on stream for the first time. He is on Georgia. And then he's got Moose on the other side. Moose did get in at the +14 with Clemson, though, so he's got a little different line. But Moose is on +14 with Clemson, and then Kong's Clips is on -12.5 with Georgia. First play for Georgia from scrimmage here, and, Georgia looks like they're going to Georgia. Pick up 11 yards on the run. Didn't get touched till 10 yards down the field. Smith with the carry early there. First play of the season, going to get 11 yards. I mean, Georgia's going to Georgia, right?
Georgia's going to roll all over those motherfuckers.
I have been thinking that too. I think Georgia might win this game by a bunch. We don't want to get too excited early, but I'd love to.
Dude, the problem that Clemson has is Dabu. Dabu fuckstick. Here's the history of Clemson. They caught a couple breaks when they had Deshaun Watson, right? We saw what happened. They go out there. They figure out a way to win the dance. They fuck around and they win the national championship. Now they get an influx of dollars. They get donor dollars. All of a sudden, Clemson's on the map, and alumni can't wait to spend money. So what does Dabu say they need? What does Dabu say they need for money? Where do they put the money? Deb, we got all this money. Where do we put it?
They didn't put anything in the transfer portal. I know that.
They put a lazy fucking river in the athletic department. So these guys can just float around, lying on their back. That's what they decided to do with all that money. Now, the transfer portal comes into play, and what's Dabu do? Oh,
not shit.
We're going to build from within. We're homegrown. That's the Clemson way. You're going to get fucking nuked, dude. Wake the fuck up.
100% what you just said. Wake the fuck up. Right? It's 2024, and this transfer portal has changed college football. As soon as I was reading about how Clemson wanted to build from within and all that and wasn't going to use the transfer portal, I was like, fade this fucking team. You got to understand the whole recruiting landscape of college football has changed. You don't go get people out of high school anymore, right? No. You go get them from other schools. You go get them from other colleges. And so what that means is that these people out of high school that are getting looked over, they're going to smaller colleges, having big first and second years, and then Georgia or Alabama or these other teams, they come and grab them, right? A big 3rd and 10 play right there for Georgia. Looks like it's going to be about 15-yard game. Beck's going to scramble out of the pocket, pick up a first down on 3rd down here, keep the chains moving. Georgia is rolling. They are matriculating down the field.
Matriculating?
Yards. Man, Mike, so I got to say this really quick. I know you tied one off last night, so you might be hurting a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not a big drinker, so I really look forward to these Saturdays because I don't drink until these Saturdays. So I'm going to raise a cup real quick, raise a can.
I'm going to raise my Diet Coke.
Hey, they're the same color. I got this. This is flavored.
If I put it in a paper bag, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, there you go. I got flavored piss also. We're on the same page.
All right.
On the same page.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cheers to you guys in the chat. Cheers to you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Cheers to every one of you guys in the chat. I see you guys breaking my balls.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had cocktails last night. Yeah, I had to send Jose Bouquet $90. Yeah, I'm on Penn State and they just fumbled. How about that for your Saturday?
Penn State morning? Just fumbled?
Yeah.
See, that's one where if Penn State can make a mistake early and they fall behind, I might go grab them live. Yeah. I tell you what, guys, this is a live betting show. We're here for it. Fuck you, Drew Allard. If West Virginia puts up points here, I'll go ahead and jump on Penn State live. Let me pull up my book really quick.
Yeah, it was like a botched snap that ended up being a fumble.
Boy, the energy is high. I can't wait for the A&M Notre Dame game tonight, man. I tell you what, nobody better text my phone. Nobody better talk to me. You don't say a word to me during that game because I am going to be lit the fuck up, Mike. I mean, lit up. Screaming at my TV the whole nine. You guys have no idea.
I will be live streaming that game, Daddy. We're going live, baby.
Shit, I'm so jealous. I wanted to live stream that game.
A&M Notre Dame. You know my hatred of all things Notre Dame.
Did you bet A&M though? That's the real question.
I haven't bet him yet. I will be betting. Well, you know what? I don't know about that. I might fade those fuckers at 3. What is it? 3 points now? I might fade those fuckers.
Who, A&M?
Yeah. You got them on the money line.
I saw Big Boss or somebody dropped to 3.5. It's too many, man. When I got in on A&M on a pick'em, I still in the back of my mind was like, yeah, it's a little bit of a fan bet. I just fucked up. I know better than this. And that was at a pick'em. So now we're talking about a 3.5. That line is out there, man. I mean, I think A&M made improvements, but Notre Dame has proven to be a team that could contend for the playoffs this year. I mean, they really are. And if they want to contend for the playoffs, they've got to beat A&M. This is a huge, huge week 1 game with big implications. West Virginia gave it right back. Seriously? Did West Virginia really just
big blast from behind? The guy drops the ball out there around the 35-40 yard line. Big fumble. Let's go, State. You know what they say? Daddy.
What do they say?
Fuck the State Penn. Fuck hoes from Penn State. That's the rule, baby. That's the way they do it.
The State Penn, fuck hoes from Penn State. I can get on board with that. Man, fuck, Mike. I was kind of hoping West Virginia scored right there so I could join you live. I should have just taken it as soon as the turnover happened, shouldn't I? Damn. Man, we got over 60 people rocking in here. We had a bunch of people turn out for the turnout. We had a bunch of people turn out for the tailgate this morning. Thank you, guys. If you can, hit the like button. Me and my guy Mike here rocking. I'm going to start pounding. I want to get a little bit of a buzz going, so I'm going to start chugging a little bit. Don't judge me.
I'm going to tell you this. I was fucked all the way up last night. The whole way. Woo! I'm ready to roll today. Woke up hurting. Ready to go. No better way to do it. Tell you what. Put your peepers on a little San Diego State dropping the hammer on Texas A&M Commerce.
Oh, yeah?
Give some San Diego State tonight at 8 p.m. How about that? Minus 32.5. I had a monster day yesterday in college football. I only lost one spot. I played a shitload of college football. I only lost one spot. It was the under in that TCU game. And unfortunately, it just squirted over the total.
Oh, shit. That's a tough way to lose an under on that one. Or anybody who was on TCU spread, too. TCU spread or the under. I don't know what the fuck Stanford was doing going for it on 4th and 16 in TCU's territory in a 3-point game with 3 timeouts and 2 minutes on the clock. That was one of the worst coaching decisions I've ever seen. That was just pure fucking stupidity. So the fact that Stanford was able to go down there and kick that field goal, I'm sure saved a lot of people a lot of pain. I had a Hoover. I had his passing yards parlayed with the TCU money line. So that game was a little bit unnecessary of a sweat for me. I did cash, but god damn, it got sweaty.
Yeah, that was a letdown.
Yeah, they were trying to give that cover away, Robert Franklin. And shout out to you guys in the chat rolling in. So you didn't bet the A&M game. How about the Miami Florida game? You got any action in that one?
Yeah, it's progressive action, right? So I start heavy early, and then we keep it rolling all day here. I like a little Florida in that spot, but it's tricky because I'm more of a Miami fan than a Florida fan. In Miami, we all know Miami likes to spend some money. They were doing it before it was cool. Before the NIL was even a thing, Miami was out there juicing players up. So that's a tricky game, though. I saw some numbers. I gotta pull some notes up on it. I saw some numbers leaning towards the SEC side of things here.
Clemson's first half team total is 6.5 right now. It's juiced like a motherfucker, but it's 6.5. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bet this Georgia first half 6.5. It is minus 125. But I need some action on this game. In full transparency, just for everyone, I'm putting $50 on it, which is not a large bet for me. $50 is, I want to win it. I care about $50, but I just want to be, transparent. I'm not out here. This is a kind of a degenerate bet for me. And it didn't go through. Ooh, got minus 120. It moved. I'm not even going to look to see what happened that was bad. I'm just going to take the minus 120. I have Georgia first half minus 6.5 at minus 120. Official. I'm on it. Let me know in the chat if you want to grab it live and tell me. I try and give these bets out at commercial breaks because the lines move so quick, but I just needed to get in on that one. Let me put this in the chat for you guys real quick so y'all have it. I don't know why I waited to get a worse line on the first half number. That was kind of stupid, but I want it in, so I can't care. I don't care.
Georgia first half we're going at?
Yeah, I took a first half -6.5, -120. If you can, chat, if anything big happens in the other games, let us know, because those are open for live betting opportunities also. Notre Dame and A&M tonight live. Mike, I'm not going to tell you that I'll be there because I might be with my father watching the game, but if I'm not with him, I will hop on with you tonight.
Should be fun. Should be fun. You know, no UFC, no problem for us here. We're going to find a way to make that money regardless, but figured why the hell not? It's a good game. It's probably one of the best games on the card this week, right? Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun with that LSU game, but
dude, can't wait. And I'll tell you this too. I might have said something different this morning when I was a little butthurt, but I'll be doing your competition with you because I really appreciate you hopping on screen with me. You do it all the time anyways, but I really appreciate you doing this with me, man. So you don't even got to ask. That's my thumbs up for you. We got a 2nd and 7 here, 6 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Clemson's got the ball, 2nd and 7. They're at about their own 20-yard line here. Slow-paced game to start, but I don't think that surprises anyone, really. Klubnik's got a little bit of pressure. He's going to step up and then roll outside the pocket, and he's just going to have to throw that thing into the stands. That will bring up another 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Ron Lofton said he's already on that first half. Yeah, Ron, I could have got -110, and then I took -120 live. That was not the best live betting example there for you guys. I'm sorry. But if we cash, I don't really care. Did you get a new camera, Mike? You look extra shiny right now.
It's just the glow of my hangover.
Oh, okay.
Shining brightly and proudly. I do have a new camera, though. It's not so new anymore. I mean, if you were watching, anything I do live all the time, you'd see that I've had a new camera for a minute. But I appreciate you being, you're my buddy. So, I'll give you the pass here. But no, dude, I fucked up this.
Did you hear that just now?
What?
I'm assuming it was a bird that just flew into my window, but it just sounded like, I don't want to say a gunshot because it wasn't that loud, but it sounded like a baseball hitting my window or something just there. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so I know it's got to be a bird. It wasn't a baseball. Extra shiny, like Mr. Sparkle. Mike is extra shiny.
I had my shine on last night. Woo!
Ooh. Looks like Vanderbilt just scored first on Virginia Tech. And then it looks like Virginia Tech just threw another interception.
I was going to say, easy to say now, but I thought Virginia Tech was in a bad spot. That was too many points for Virginia Tech this week.
One thing I noticed this morning, and it's funny when we do these shows, I noticed this morning that everybody was on Virginia Tech, capper-wise, right? And when I see all the cappers on Virginia Tech, and that line is just sitting at the same place, red flags were just going off in my head. Paul Taylor, the Sailor, said he got Georgia first half -5.5. Let's get it, man. Let's cash this shit together. Then let's find another bet to cash, and then another one, and then another one. And then you can go on Mikey's stream tonight with Notre Dame A&M and find another one. Let's make 10 grand today. That's our goal. That's everybody's goal. We're all making 10 grand today. Well, 10K in the pocket or bust. It was the college football show last year on Saturday that I ended up hitting that 10K on that parlay. So why not put a parlay together here and see if I can't figure it out again for us? Remember that one or not? I'll put it together with you. I'm in.
You remember that one there? I forgot. It was like 8 or 9 legs or something stupid. And the thing came through in cash for 10K.
It was long enough for me to know that when you send me a parlay, and I know it's going to sound funny, but some of them would pay like $300 if I put $1 on it. When Mike sends me a parlay, it's at least getting $1. Might get $10, might get $20, might get $30. But when you send me a parlay, it's at least getting something. It's getting something. So I'm in. I'm on board.
Let's see. Let's look at this card here. We got some plenty of games to work with today for sure. I always like to get involved. It takes forever for the damn cash flow stuff to scroll now because there's so many games on college football Saturday here. But Let's see what we can come up with. What do
It's
you think
funny
about that Ohio-Syracuse game? I can't put this in the parlay. I'm just asking because it's a New York team. I can't. I'm not going to do it on this book. But I think Syracuse minus 17.5 is a lofty number against Ohio. You believe in what they did in the offseason, bringing in McCord, bringing up that Georgia defensive coach. What do you think? No.
You know, obviously this game is a mismatch, but like you just said, like, is it as big of a mismatch as we're all thinking that it is? Syracuse is just so unproven to me at this point. I think the big thing with Ohio, right, is they're losing their losing the QB last year. That he was their best quarterback that they've ever had, right?
Yep.
They lost their 2 running backs. They lost their 6 receivers. They lost 3 of their starting linemen. So my thing isn't so much do I believe in Syracuse. It's just how can Ohio retool, right? How can Ohio fill these spots? And I don't know. Really, I'd probably just go with the under, Mike. If you're asking me, I'm not on a side here. I'd probably go with the under in this game because I think both teams are a little green, right? And it takes a little bit of time to gel. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I would guess it's like 65% the unders are hitting in this first week right now. Do you have any idea if it's got to be close to that, right?
I know I was all over the unders last night, and almost every one of them hit except that TCU game. So yeah, I feel like the unders are in play for sure.
And even that one took 24 points in the fourth quarter for it not to cash, right? If there wasn't a 24-point fourth quarter, you cash that one also. So
the big thing I found with college football, especially like week ones and stuff like that, when you're a lot of unders because you got 2 things. You got the clock factor, right? The new rule change. Well, it's not new, but it's still, what is it, second season now with the rule change with the NFL style rules for the clock moving and 25 seconds instead of 40 when the ref puts the ball down.
You got the
so
2 minutes.
That factor that goes in, especially at the end of the first half. We just see that clock's moving and they just run out of time. The other thing is defense, right? When you look at season over season, a lot of offensive coordinator changes, a lot of moving parts with transfer portal, trying to figure things out offensively, but defense is what shines through early in these seasons. And, that's what kind of makes a lot of sense. So, I think as far as that's concerned, unders definitely make a lot of sense, just blindly playing unders. But how about Notre Dame? 11-0 to the over when they got a total at 47 or less.
I'll make this official with you right now. Are you on the over in that game?
I think I'm going to be on the over in that game. I want to see a score fest.
Cheers to you. Everyone I know is on the under in that game. The public, the cappers. If you're betting A&M Notre Dame, you're on the under, right? Wrong. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and lock it in. If Mike is also cool.
You know what?
If not, I've been on this.
I'm going to lock it in right now, too.
I'm in tune with A&M, right? And I've been looking at this game every which way that I could. And I keep coming back to the over. I'm like, both of these teams averaged over 30 points a game last year. I know the defenses are the focal points of both of them, but the number's too low. I'm locking it in right now, over in the A&M Notre Dame game. So that is another official bet for me. I will post it after the show.
I see a 47.5.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, it looks like
47.5 pretty much everywhere. Yeah. Ooh, here's a 46.5. I'm only seeing one at one place, and I don't think it's a true 46. Bet Online has a 47 flat.
I think that I'm going to take that.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. 47 flat right here. I'm locking it in. And this is a full unit bet, unlike the one that I just made on the first half here. This is a full unit. I got the over 47 Notre Dame A&M. I know that a lot of you guys aren't going to like that, but Mike and I are going to cash it, so that don't matter.
You guys go ahead and line up. Go follow the shepherd, you sheep.
There I am. My guy Winetime said he's on the under, Cab. And Winetime, Mike, I don't know if you've noticed, but Winetime is 7-1 on his all official. He's posted it all. He's absolutely killing it. Hopefully he'll be up here with us in just a second. I hate going against you, Winetime, but I got to do it. I've been – Dutch is on the under also. So Dutch and Winetime are both on the under. I got to do it. I got to do it.
Well, Dutch is on it. I got to do it.
No, I'm on the opposite bet of Dutch.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, me and him are against each other. But so you're right. So Dutch is up. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Dutch, man. Up until yesterday, he hadn't lost a college football bet yet this year either. So he's been killing it. I saw him in the chat earlier too. Shout out to my dude. 9-1 wine time. I keep saying 7-1. He's like, get it right, motherfucker. I've made 10 bets and I'm 9-1. Shout out to you, Wine Time. Talk sports with TJ, Jarek, Ron Lofton, everybody in the chat. Ron said he is an ASU alum. Ron, I got a question. How long has ASU had the hottest chicks? How long has it been like it is right now?
That's a great question. Wine Time, shout out to your 9-1, but did you go 8-1 yesterday in college football? That's what I want to know. Did you go 8-1 yesterday in college football?
I went 1-0, Mike.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You can say cute. I felt like you were about to say cute. I went 2-0 in all my bets, motherfucker. So how about that?
That's big. That's big. I like it.
Yeah.
Man, I had my prop parlay again, 5-leg prop parlay, 4 of them fucking cashed, 1 of them doesn't. Like, man, can't I just get that fit? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what play I put in there. It's just I'm always gonna have one lose. And 4-1 in my prop parlay yesterday. Again.
So how are we gonna do this parlay that you're talking about? Am I gonna help you with it? Are we doing sides and totals? Are we doing props? What are we doing?
I can't do props in New York State. So as much as you guys fire and crush those props, I can't get in the game on those. So,
dude, I think call it, and I could be wrong, right? I might be overhyping it, but after watching my dude C-Mac, and shout out to C-Mac, after watching the rate that he cashed the props with me on this Saturday show last year, and then I kind of started dabbling in them myself, and now I'm 3-0 on college props this year to start the year. Are college props the easiest thing to bet in sports betting? Like, bro, they're broken. Like, I was looking at Hoover yesterday for TCU. His number was at like 285 to 290, depending on where you looked. And as I broke into it, I'm like, it's rare for me to say this. I was like, there's at least a 90% chance that this motherfucker has 300 plus yards. And you're putting his number at 289? Like, it blew my mind. Basically, the only way he didn't get there in my mind was if he got hurt, right? Win or lose. How was that number so low? And then you look at Hampton, the running back for North Carolina. His number was set at like 76 or something like that, and he got easily over 100. Like, these numbers are broken for the player props, and I think it's because people aren't betting them that much.
I agree.
Tom Leach said he's back. He had to go restock beer and weed. I'm nursing a little bit on this. Ooh, big play for Clemson right there. Did he catch it? He did catch it. That was a very good catch. That was a good throw. That was a good catch. That was a big play. We got 3 minutes on the clock here. Let's see. Ooh, that was a big play. That was a good catch. Good defense. Better offense. Clemson's got the ball on the Georgia 49-yard line now. 1st and 10. 3 minutes left in this first quarter.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. What are we looking at for this thing? Let me find a couple spots to get this thing kicked off.
That's what I was saying. So if it's all sides and totals, let's decide how many we want to put together. And if you want me to give you 2 of them, I got you.
Yeah. Let's let me look here. Let me get this thing off the ground. Let me find a spot I want to get involved with here off the ground.
Beautiful. Oh, nice. One of my boys just said he's rewatching the show we just did. I'm gonna tell him, come tune into the live one, motherfucker. Watch it later. We're live right now.
We're live.
That's my boy Fluff that said he was gonna go check it out. Supposedly he's some guru when it comes to betting golf. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know how it is when you hear somebody that you don't deal with and they talk about how good they are. You're like, okay, no, you're not, right? He sent me about 6 bets, Mike, and all of them have been plus money, and he's won 4 of them.
No shit.
So I'm thinking maybe
he might be right.
Yeah. So shout out to my dude Fluff. We'll get him on Medicate Monday soon enough. And I asked him about other sports. He's like, no, all I bet is golf. I'm like, well, fucking weirdo. Okay. 1st and 10 for Clemson. They're going to get stuffed in the backfield right there. Lose a yard. Good defense. Put them right back at about the 50. Let's go, boys.
All right, I'm opening up. The first leg I'm going to rock with here is the under 62.5. North Texas, South Alabama.
Okay.
Now, everybody knows North Texas don't play defense and they're an offensive machine. We were talking earlier. I was talking with C-Mac about it. Looks like North Texas might be a live dog in this spot, but South Alabama, the thing about that defense, first and foremost, well, that team in general, like they'll either go out there and put up 60 points themselves or they'll struggle to find a field goal. And I think that's what they see here to start this season off. Not just that, but you want to look at a couple numbers, but by the trends themselves, same thing was in play yesterday with Wisconsin and Western Michigan. Home favorites longer than minus 25. Non-conference opponents, 19-3 to the under. 19-3 to the under was a casher yesterday with that Wisconsin, Western Michigan. Back in play again for North Texas, South Alabama. And the lines come down. So 62.5 is now the number I can get out there. 62.5 to the under. Getting a little low, but that's okay. It's okay. That's going to be the first leg. Slow, so it's going to take me a few minutes to put this thing together.
Yes, take your time with it. And I might be a douche here by doing this since we just talked about it. But if you're going to go with an under, just go ahead and throw A&M, the under in the A&M Notre Dame for me. We'll have it carry a little bit more weight. Go ahead and make that my first one there. Well, I did not mean under. I meant over.
I was going to say the under. We just took the fucking over.
Excuse me. I just bet the over. Excuse me.
All right. That's good. I like
years
that.
in now. I've been talking for a couple hours. I meant over. We're going to take the over in the A&M Notre Dame game right there.
I was like, what? I just took the over.
I fucked that up, man. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm gonna lock that in too. Let me go down there and find that one. 40.
Just so everybody is clear, it is the over, and I did bet the over. That was just a fuck up on words.
I'm already in on the over.
I'm sending Fluff what you said, Dus. I'm sending my boy what you said. Tell him to get on here and give out some golf for us. Golfing with Fluff. I love it, man. We got just about 100 people in the chat right now. Not bad for a live stream, but let's see if we can get it up to like 150. Share the video if you guys don't mind. Hit the like button, post it out there. Clemson just got shut down on 3rd and 14. So we're just getting the back. Let's fucking go. Can we put some points on the board? Can we put some damn points on the board? We got 56 seconds in this first quarter. The clock is ticking. Clemson is about to punt. But we got our guy backstage. You saw him this morning on the tailgate with me. If you tuned in to Boss in the Sauce with Big Boss and Big Ragu, you saw him over there at Who Bangin' Sports. You've seen him on Betting with the Bag this week, cashing tickets, taking names. My guy, Wine Time. What's up, Wine Time?
What up, fellas? Let's go. It's fucking Christmas morning here, week 1, Saturday morning. I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Let's get this cash.
Hell yeah, man. I'm telling you that first show, Wine Time, like full transparency, get in the end zone, touchback on the kick. Full transparency. I was a little nervous about it because I didn't know how it would go. And I was worried about the timing of everything. The last thing that I expected was to be an hour and a half into the show and feel like I still needed 30 more minutes.
Yeah, I know, for real. Yeah, I feel that.
Like, because usually by an hour and a half or 2 hours in, I'm like, God damn, are we still doing this?
For sure.
I was an hour and a half in. I was like, I need more time.
Yeah, I know, for real. Yeah, I know. I couldn't even talk about a lot of the games. I was like, oh, damn, I felt bad cutting off Jose at the end. I was like, damn, I got to get out of here, though. I got to get ready for the next show. Hey, shout out to you, Mikey Money. Good to see you, my guy. It's been so long since we've been on stream, but I've been on stream with you so many times last year, man. We cashed so many tickets, and I'm ready to do it again. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, my guy. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
How was the European adventure?
Oh, it was a blast. It was a great time. I'd never been to Europe before. It was my first time. I think Norway was my favorite place, honestly. It was just so beautiful and clean, and the people were so nice down there. Italy, man, you can't beat that Italian food, though. Some of the hole-in-wall places that we took like 45-minute cabs to, because like the locals told us to go to these places. Some of these places were just insane. But I'm glad to be here. I'm so stoked just to be back, though. It's such a blast. I'm ready to freaking get this bread with you guys now during football.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Tell you what, Robert Franklin said Vandy is up 10-0. Do we hit
I
Virginia
just saw
Tech
that.
live?
He just had a touchdown. Yeah, that's wild. I'm on VTech minus 13.5 in that one, actually.
Do we hit them live or do we let it lie? I hate hitting games live when I'm not watching.
I know I'm not watching it either. I'm going to have to turn. I had the West Virginia game on the 0-0 end of 1, but I'm going to see what the live line is on that one right now. Do you have it? Do you have it up right now?
The live line. Let me pull it up for you. I got you.
I got it.
2.5. Virginia Tech minus 2.5.
It's a little funky. I mean,
it is, isn't it? They're begging us to come take Virginia Tech.
Yeah, no, for sure. I might have to do it though. I need to see what they're going to do. And I didn't even see what they did on their first drive. I'm going to turn off this West Virginia game and put it on that Virginia Tech game right now.
All right, third leg for me in this parlay. I'm adding Miami, Ohio against Northwestern. Tell me I'm wrong. Talk me off this one if I need to be talked off it here. But thing about Northwestern, the biggest thing I'm looking at with this Northwestern program, well, two things, I guess. One, Northwestern renovating their stadium this year, right? So they're not going to be a true home field. They're splitting sites. They've got like 2 different sites they're using for their home advantage out there, which takes away from that home advantage, in my opinion. You got 43% of the bets, 58% of the cash on Miami, Ohio. Kind of a 50-50 split. The number's not really moving, but the money line's coming down on Miami, Ohio. Thing about Miami, Ohio, they got a fucking doctor as their quarterback. The guy's been in the school for, what is he, a 6-year starter, I think, is Brett.
6 or 7. He might even be a 7th-year guy, honestly. He might have a COVID year.
Fucking guys might as well be a doctor. A lot of guys go to school for 9 years. Yeah, they're called doctors, Tommy boy.
It's called the tight end for Miami. You know he's on his 9th year of eligibility this year.
Is he really?
Yeah, shit is insane, bro. You're playing college football for a decade, bro. Why didn't anybody tell me I could do that when I was playing baseball? Yeah, right? The fuck? I would have stayed at Tech for 12 years and played baseball if I knew that was an option.
It's the extra medical red shirt. It's the COVID year. If you were there during COVID, you no matter what get an extra year. It's like if you get hurt the first game of the season, it's kind of crazy what they do nowadays.
That Gabbert for Miami, Ohio is going to end up having every school passing record. Yeah. They'll never beat it because nobody's going to play at the college for 10 years going forward.
A record that will never be broken.
Right. He's already got like 7,700 yards passing or some shit like that in his career. I mean, no one's going to, it's not all that impressive when you think about some of the big numbers, but still.
Hey, who's having a drink with us in the chat?
Let me get a glass of wine poured right now for you guys. One sec.
Oh, yeah. And as soon as you get back, I'm gonna grab another one too. Go ahead if you want, Mike. I got it. If you want to grab one,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, get the hair off the dog, bro. You got to. It's time. Is that the saying? Hair of the dog, right? I will say this. It works. If you got a hangover and you got a little bit of a headache, go ahead and pour yourself a little drink with us. I always tell people, look, if you got a hangover, just go with the Bloody Mary, okay? Put some tomato juice in it. It's good for you. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Hair of the dog. That's what it is, Nunya. Man, I've loved seeing you on screen the past 2 days, Nunya. I tell you what, I thought you were an old dude with a big beard because of your picture. So, like, forever when I've pictured you in my head, you were like a Santa Claus-looking motherfucker. And then I see you on screen and you look nothing like that. It's beautiful, man. I loved it.
Are you talking about Nunya? Yeah, Nunya.
Yeah.
Well, legend.
Look at his picture that he has on his. So I thought he was that old guy with the bald head and the big beard. Like I thought that's who he was.
Yeah, shout out to Nunya. Actually, he booked the Airbnb when we went to San Antonio for Palooza. Him and Troy's buddy got an Airbnb, and Nunya couldn't make it last minute, so I ended up getting his room. And shout out to you, Nunya. That was huge.
Hell yeah, man. Hopefully we'll see you at Pubapalooza 4. I cannot believe that I'm saying Pubapalooza 4.
I know, it's crazy.
What the fuck is going on, man? There's no way that it's already the fourth one coming up.
It's going to be the fourth one coming up. I only went to the third one. I'm so stoked for the fourth one. It was such a blast going out there, hanging out with all you guys. Southtown 101. Just good vibes all around.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that about your pops, Nunya. But judging from the picture, he looks like a badass guy that I would love to have a beer with. And definitely shout out to weed. I need to roll me up some, but
yeah, I'm gonna pack myself a little bowl right here in the bong. You already know I got some of that Stizzy OG right here.
Woo!
Grammar.
Love it.
They got a Stizzy store right down the street from me in Costa Mesa, and their flowers actually surprised them. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you get flour from Stizzy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's actually the nugs are actually pretty nice, especially if it's Stizzy brand. Pretty good deals too." And the nugs are nice. The smoke's nice.
Dude, I tell you what, it's funny, especially when you're like in an illegal state. Even if you go to a legal state, like, people give you their opinions. Big play by Georgia right there. Or they'll hand you like one of those hot dog water distillate pens that taste like shit. I love pins when they're good, right? But when they're
Yeah.
like the distillate ones and stuff, they're terrible. When we were at Pubapalooza 3, every time you were like, want to hit mine? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were. Yeah, next time I got to bring a couple extra pods. I was like, everyone's like, yo, can I get a rib? I was like, oh, for sure.
Oh, I'll fucking send you money to bring me a couple.
Oh,
I get my own shit shipped in. So
at the Stizzy store too, for a 1 gram of that right now, dude, it's literally going for $23 a gram for a Stizzy gram of the pods. Like, it's actually good shit, which is
of the rosin.
No, it's just the regular pods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's usually 34, but since it's a Stizzy store, they've been having some crazy discount deals. And so it's 23 for a gram. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Really good deal.
We got a 12:40 on the clock in this second quarter in this Clemson Georgia game. It is still 0-0. Nobody's put any points up yet, but right now Georgia is moving the football down the field. They've been moving the ball decently every time they've had it. They've just made a mistake here or there and gotten stopped, but I feel like they've been moving the ball. I don't know if you were here when I said it one time. I did take Georgia live first half -6.5. I know you got full game, so I'll root for you full game, but I would love for them to punch it in right here so I can catch that first half. Shout out to you guys in the chat rolling in, man. Like I said, we just got up to 100 just a second ago. Share it if you can. Drop your bets. Let us know what you're drinking if you're having a drink with us. Mike and Wine Time went and grabbed theirs. I'm going to grab one more real quick, boys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, cheers to the chat, guys. Got myself a little glass of wine here. It's a little Sauvignon Blanc. Still getting a little chilled. Definitely needs to be a little colder. I put it in the fridge about an hour and a half ago. But cheers to you guys. Cheers to Mikey Money, Dabby Cab, the Tailgate, Pub Sports Radio. Let's get this cash. Let's go.
Just so we're all on the same page, I didn't go get a cocktail. I had to take a
Oh,
photo.
shit. If you want to go grab one, I'm good. I can take it, Mike. You're chilling.
Oh, man. I got fucked all the way up last night. I'm still recovering.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I did see you last night. Yeah. Did you play in the tournament or are you just on the stream?
No. I asked Abby to start the show. I said, you ever met somebody that didn't play in a poker tournament and still lost $90? Because that's me. That's me.
Wow.
Somehow,
yeah,
and I woke up and I saw that I sent Jose some cash and I texted him. I said, "Fuck you."
Shout out to Jose. Is Jose backstage today? Is he producing or is he?
No, he helped me start the show with us on the first one, but I actually produced the end of it, the second half of it, and I've been producing this one. So shout out to Cab and his producer skills.
Shout out to Cab. Let's go.
+3, O'Brien Palmer. +3 for Miami, Ohio. All right, so we got 3 legs on
Derek said, I'm down. Shotgun Cab. Listen, here's the deal. I just saw your comment. I will shotgun as long as I know either one of you guys on screen is doing it with me or you guys in the chat are doing it with me. Or if you want me to do it, drop a dono or get a member. I'll shotgun. You know, I'm 33, but I can still act like a 20-year-old. I'm good with that.
Hey, yeah, shout out to the chat. Someone drop a gift of membership or a little dono. I mean, I'll chug this right here. Cab will.
You look so fancy when you drink it. I'm so glad that you make sure you have a cup of wine now. Wine time.
Well, now, I used to get so much shit back in the day. Like, you're wine time sports. You don't ever drink wine, and kind of at that time, I wasn't into like I've been kind of in and out with the wine phases, and since I've been back from Italy, just white wine's just been
money. Solid, right? I drink piss water.
What are you sipping over there, Cab? You got beer?
Piss water. I said.
There we go.
Look, I'm not a big drinker. I'm not a huge drinker.
There we got one little gifted membership right there from Grandma Horse
Racing. It is. Shout out to Grandma.
Oh,
Grandma Horse Racing in the house. What up, Grandma Horse Racing? It's good to see you.
Well, I'll let you go first, Wine Time, because then I'm probably sure you want to go refill and sip. And then when you get back, I'll hit a little shotgun. Look, I'm not shotgunning a beer for every membership because at some point I'll pass out, but I'll do as many as I can. Beautiful.
How did I gift myself a membership?
That's delicious. That's so good.
I'm about to say I'm a little jealous. I wish I could do that instead of what I'm about to do.
Yeah, I was surprised. Shout out to Oldie in the chat, man. My guy right there, always showing love in everyone's chat. Always out there gifting memberships, donated money. Shout out to you, my guy. Hopefully one of these days we can get on screen or get you to Pub Palooza, man. Big blast hanging out with you.
Well, it looks like I owe you, Grandma. Let me go grab keys really quick so I could show
another one. Another gifted membership. There we go. Let's go.
Right.
Grandma horse racing.
Mike, you got to help carry the load, man. You gonna take a shot for me?
Doing what? Doing what?
You're gonna carry the load.
You need a little hangover, Mikey. Hangover shot.
You boys
Take a little shot for me. Let me go grab my keys real quick, boys. I'll be right back.
I like Cap's idea though for the Bloody Mary, man. When you're hungover, that's nothing like a Bloody Mary in the morning, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. Nice little recovery. All right, we got Virginia Tech got the ball back. Oh, Vandy. Oh my God, they are driving again here about at the 42-yard.
You guys must not drink like I do, because when you talk about the hair of the dog, it makes me want to throw up. I'm still shaking, and it probably is hazardous to my health to have a.
Nah, I feel you. I definitely have some of those nights for sure. What do you usually drink on, Mikey? You're a vodka guy?
Yeah, I like vodka. Drink
vodka water, right?
Vodka with a splash of Red Bull, man. Keep me going.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm going to add another leg to this parlay here. It's going to be Miami, Florida. I'll give it to you guys when it's all finished. I'm just kind of slowly baking this thing together to try to figure out what the number's going to look like here. So we're going to add Miami, Florida. Why? I think Miami, I talked to you guys about the off-season ability to generate NIL contributions. Also, Mario Cristobal, man, he's in his third year now. So this is that year where you start to really see what this guy's all about, taking hold. He's drafted the guys he's recruited the guys that he wants, brought the guys over. He's now instilled the culture, developed the culture that he's looking for. And the line keeps coming down for some reason. I look at this offensively speaking. I think this Miami team is definitely a top 10 offense. I think they can put points on the board. So we'll have to see what they can do. But the question I have is, can Florida hang on to this Miami team? I know it's a big rivalry, but just because it's a big rivalry doesn't mean they're going to be in a situation to figure out a way to be competitive. And I do think that, between turnovers, inconsistency at the quarterback position, I think Florida's in trouble. So I'm going to take a little Miami.
There we go. Money line. I like it, Mikey. I've been on Miami for the last. I placed I think over a month ago on the money line minus 130. Been a big fan of this program. I like what they did in the transfer portal, as you mentioned. Not only did they go out and grab one of the better quarterbacks, they probably grabbed the best running back in the portal, and Damian Martinez. Him and Mark Fletcher in the backfield, man, these guys are going to be getting 20, 25 touches each. They're going to be pounding this Florida defensive line that struggled last year. They have a lot of talent there. And you also look at Miami on the defensive side. Bring back Bain, the sophomore. He had 7.5 sacks last year as a freshman. They grabbed a transfer guy out of Tennessee who had 7 sacks in the SEC last year. Could have gone probably day 2 or day 3 in the NFL draft. And this year, it's probably going to be a day 1 next year if he has the type of year, I think. I've heard nothing but crazy things about this defensive line as well from Miami. Look for them to cause havoc to Graham Mertz. When Graham Mertz has time to throw, he's good. When he doesn't have time to throw, he's not good. I've been on Miami for quite some time. It was one of the games kind of scared me off a little bit closer to game time because the line hasn't necessarily moved. It's 90, and I see 99% of the money's on their money line, which definitely scares me. But every time I look at this game, there's no way I can get to Florida other than the fact that they're playing in the swamp. But Miami's going up to the swamp. They're from Florida. They're used to this weather. There's going to be some Miami fans there. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be majority Florida, but Cam Ward, I think he's going to be up for the task.
I like it. I like that play.
I'm trying to listen, but I'm also just sitting here dreading this like a little bitch. I've shotgunned so many beers in my life. I don't know why I'm sitting here dreading it. Shout out one more time to Grandma's Horse or Grandma.
Oh,
horse
shit. Nate Dogg, too. $10 dono. Let's go.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Keep them coming,
guys. Shit. Big sack for Clemson there. Fuck, Georgia. Georgia's going to have to kick a field goal here. But you just said it. Nate Dogg with the $10 dono, man. Shout out to you, Nate Dogg. Shout out to you, Grandma. Shout out to everybody in the chat and all the people that are supporting us here at Pub Sports Radio. Grandma Horse Racing said, are you going to be on for the Chiefs opener? Why did I say chef? Chiefs opener? Boy, I'm a dyslexic motherfucker. If you don't know what that means, it means I flip vowels when I read, and I do it all the time. I think we will. I don't know what game it is, but we will definitely be live on Sundays. Our guy Jimmy in the Bag will be live. That's enough bullshit. It's unopened. It's ready. You guys, this is the tailgate. Wait, I guess this isn't the tailgate, but we're right after the tailgate, and that tailgate's shotgun beers, motherfucker. So I hope that there is at least a couple of you in the chat that are looking for an excuse to shotgun a beer with somebody at 11:58 in the morning, because if you are, I'm going to give you about another 30 seconds to go get your beer. Race me, don't race me, I don't care, but I want somebody to do it with me. Take a shot with me, something. Mike, where's your drink?
It's from the
Vanderbilt
fine
doing
folks of
anything
the
they
Coca-Cola
want.
bottling company.
I thought you went to go get another Diet Coke. I thought you went to go get
No,
one.
I had to take a phone call. I was saying I took a phone call.
Oh, okay.
I had to take a phone call. So you guys must not drink like I do, because just because I woke up doesn't mean I'm not still fucked up. Let's go.
I used to drink like that. My
That's
body.
awesome.
I used
man,
to drink
shout
like
out to
that.
Old E, man. 5 Pub Sports Radio memberships, man. God damn. That's a hell of a guy right there, man. I got to go get myself a refill.
Hell yeah. Oh, that is. Shout out to Oldie. Shout out to Oldie, man. That's our guy. Grandma's Horse Racing, Oldie, Nate Dogg dropping the $10 dono. I've waited long enough. Hopefully you at least have a drink to have a sip with me, have a shot, have a beer to chug it with me, whatever it is. So far, Rodney, we haven't finished it. I'll have Mike go over it one more time and we'll finish it as soon as I do this real quick. Let me puke for you guys. Hopefully look, if I spill all over myself, like that's going to happen. So just fucking expect it. All right. I'm not a drinker like Mike or Boston Nick. So see if I can still do this shit.
I'm not a shotgun. I don't blame you. I'm not a shotgun guy.
Don't judge my alcoholism by being a beer drinker.
17-0 Vanderbilt. Wow. These guys are doing whatever they want right now. Damn.
Go, Dad. We drink that motherfucker. Let's go.
Shut up, Mike.
I was wrong on.
Oh.
Let's go, Cab.
On the hatch, baby. Woo!
Yes, sir. Let's go. Good shit.
You really took that whole thing.
Hold on. I don't want to puke, but I might.
Whoa. If I did that right now, I probably would puke.
It's all foam, bro. It's all foam. You see it all over me?
Is that what that is? All right, on that note, I'm adding the under. Talking about these unders, I'm going to take an under in, where is it? New Mexico, Arizona. I got the under 59.
Okay.
Big trend to the under, 22, 41, and 1 to the under. So big advantage here, just based on the total as a big favorite. When the favorite's over a 10, the total's over a 47. We're seeing these numbers are finding a way to go under because ultimately one team can't perform, and that is New Mexico. They cannot perform. Probably going to be in a situation where they do not score, and if they do, it's lucky to get a touchdown type of situation. So I'm going to add under 59.
Ooh. Sorry, keep going.
This gave me the shakes just thinking about that.
I feel all better now. Keep going.
That's it. I'm adding the under 59.
Okay. So that's your second one, correct? Or is that your third one already on it?
We're 5 legs now. We got the under 62.5 in North Texas, South Alabama, the over 47 in Notre Dame, Miami, Ohio, +3, which is actually catching some steam now as well. Miami, Florida on the money line, and the under 59 in New Mexico, Arizona. That's the 5th leg.
Are we stopping there?
Don't stop there, Mike. Make sure to throw in UCLA -13.5 in that.
Dude, I was just looking at that game. It's so funny you said that. I was just thinking Hawaii kind of had that luck of Delaware State last week, right? With the Delaware State team.
Dude, they don't have the athletes to compete in this matchup. I love Timmy Chang as the head coach. I loved him when he played back in the day. But, dude, UCLA is going to go out there. I think they're going to want to prove something. Eric Bieniemy, I think, is going to want to go out there and he's going to want to put a lot of points on the board early. Talk about the defensive coordinator leaving for USC. No worries. We bring in the defensive line coach that recruited Latu, the Murphy twins that all just left for the draft. All the players love this guy. This guy should have been the D coordinator last year. I don't expect UCLA to fall too much off defensively other than losing a couple athletes. It's going to be interesting to see the EB offense in college. That's what I'm looking for. But, dude, I have this. This should not be a -14. They open up at a -13. I believe it's up to a -14 now. It might be up to 14.5. And everyone's taking Hawaii. I'm seeing everyone in the comments in these chats, Hawaii money line. I'm like, I don't see it. I think UCLA goes out there and wants to prove something. Not saying UCLA is some kind of powerhouse this year. I just think Hawaii is I don't think they're going to be good this year against a Power 4 program.
All right, so this is going to be I love that spot. I was looking at that literally as you were saying it. I was looking at that spot there. I got 14 on that one, but this is 6 legs, boys and girls. 6 legs, 36-60. So just a smidge over 36-1. And here we go. The six legger is complete. We got North Texas under 62.5, Notre Dame over 47, Miami, Ohio +3, Miami, Florida on the money line, under 59 in the New Mexico, Arizona game, and UCLA -14.
Look at these fat fucking sausages.
Almost 37-1. That's it. 6
fucking fingers. Let's go. I love it.
Let's go. Man. Let's make that cash. I'll put it in the chat for you guys too.
Yeah, put it in the chat because I'm going to bet that myself. But like I said, when we do a parlay with Mike, I've learned quickly, even if it's $1 or $10, you put something on it. He had one wine time. I don't want to say the number, Mike. It was something stupid. It was like, what, $25,000 or something? I shit you not. He was like 1 or 2 legs away from it.
I've seen
it was like a 13 or 14 legger, and he sent it to me, and I didn't bet it. And that motherfucker was like 10 legs through, and he was like, "Did you bet it?" I was like, "Okay, from now on, at least $1." Like it gets something, right?
If I'm going to tell a parlay, it's definitely going to be Mikey Money's, because I've seen this guy hit some crazy parlays live, like crazy, plus 10,000. So yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
While we're talking about it, I've got a question for you guys here on screen with me and you guys in the chat, just about gambling strategy. This is something that I've not done myself, and I've been advised to do it from a couple of my friends who gamble, not for content. They just gamble because it's a part of their life, right?
Yeah.
Round robins. Like when I first got into gambling, I was doing solo bets and then also parlays, and my buddy was like, "Hey, you got to do the round robin." I still to this day haven't done it. Do you guys ever bet round robins?
Yeah.
I let Mikey take away this one. I know I don't personally. I don't know. I'd like to hear Mikey explain how they work exactly. Honestly, I've never placed a round robin in my life.
Yeah. So I do it a lot with the RBIs. So basically what a round robin's doing is you're picking the number of legs that you want, right? Not just a 2-leg parlay. It doesn't make sense to round robin that, but you pick the number of games that you want. You pick the number of legs in the parlay you want. And then the round robin automatically configures every possible way for that bet to go down. So if you have, say you pick 5 teams and you want to do 3-leg parlays, the round robin will automatically take those 5 games that you parlayed and make every combination possible for 3-leggers. And then you're deciding how much money do you want to bet per leg. And it's ultimately just basically the same as doing, 5 different parlays or 6 different parlays. So when I do that with the RBIs, if I give out like 5 RBIs, like when I go on and do Sharpie Show, a lot of times I'll do like a 3-leg round robin. So I'm getting 4 or 5 parlays into those round robins. And so, at the end of the day, it's just saving me the time of having to go out there and make different combinations myself. So if I have multiple legs that I like to bet, like I didn't do that with this thing, but generally speaking, and the reason I do it with RBIs is because they're all plus money plays. So you hit one of them, you're profitable across the board. I used to do it a lot when I first started betting baseball too. I'd take like 5 games for the day. I'd dump those into a round robin, just let them kind of do it for me. So I don't have to go out there and bake each of the, each of the parlays themselves. So it's just an easier way to do it, to spread the board, to get equity across all of your opportunities there with the plays that you like. So that's the way I get after it. Shout out to Jake Dub, man. Appreciate it. This is gambling strategy. Mike, listen.
I tell you guys what, we just had a 3rd and 12 for Clemson. They picked up 11 yards, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. It will be very interesting to see if Clemson goes for it. I mean, I'm assuming they are. We got just under 7 minutes in the second quarter, but I love it. Round robin talk. Nunya put it in the chat. He said horse racing, basically like a try box. That's what I was thinking when you were talking.
Yeah, that's basically, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah,
that makes sense. So here we go. I'll call this play. We got 4th and 1 here, 6:35 on the clock, and it is rolling. Georgia's got 4 on the front. Did Clemson just use a timeout? Man, I hate Clemson. I'm trying to get in and finally call a play, and you're going to call a timeout on me, bro.
I got a lazy river and a lazy coach.
I love it. Hey, I'm going to grab another beer real quick. My stomach has finally settled from that shotgun. I will do it again. If you guys want to keep doing the memberships and keep donating, I will do it again, but I will also puke on camera. So if you want to see me puke on camera, just, keep donating. It's no big deal.
We got Virginia Tech. We got Virginia Tech driving downfield right now. We got about 3 minutes to go in the half. Hopefully they can get on the board here with at least 7 going to the half, down 10. I don't know how much I still like the minus 13.5, but I've seen crazier things.
Good news for all you West Virginia fans. They have 2 yards this quarter. 2 yards. Fuck the State Penn. Fuck host from Penn State, baby. Let's go.
Penn State's they're fucking shutting them out right now. West Virginia, that's what I said in the breakdown too. I was like, West Virginia's got a really good run attack, but on the other hand, they've got a really good against the run. So it's going to be interesting to see for sure. Penn State had one of the best defensive lines last year, and they've only improved this year. So they're definitely keeping West Virginia in check right now.
That's one of those spots. I don't bet the games early, as you guys well know. I believe the late is great philosophy. But this could have been one of those games where you're getting 12 points or whatever, the 13 points the line opened up with for West Virginia, and it drops all the way down to a touchdown. I mean, then you flip the other side. You do have a terrific middle opportunity. Like, I'm not a big arbitrage guy. If you guys we'll talk, gambling strategies and things like that. I'm not a big try to find the book where it's softer, and you can't make enough money doing that. You got to tie up way too much money to try to catch that number, right? So arbitrage betting, if you can catch a +3 on this site, but it's -3 on the other site, you're kind of taking both teams at +3s, and you're saying, all right, well, I got this arbitrage, right? If I can, as long as it falls in that 3 window, then but you're going to put a shitload of money on both sides of things to try to make it worthwhile, and that's just not the way I want to play a game. But I have seen some spots where it does make sense when that line moves so significantly. Pop that other side when you got almost a full touchdown movement inside of there. You got yourself a nice window. Now my brother and I will call that the bookmaker's pocket. It's not. We're not big on the middle. It's the bookmaker's pocket, because anytime I have a situation where I have that little pocket, I end up finding a way to lose those spots. So I just prefer to get one side versus the other. But
I feel that.
West Virginia's got hands like little kids. Then we got Nigla Analytics. Did I say that correctly? Asked how we feel about Riley Leonard's knee, Notre Dame QB. That's a tough thing to recover from no matter what you're doing. Facing A&M's defensive line today, I mean, he's got a tall task ahead of him. It's hard for me to assume or know where somebody's going to be at, as far as their injury goes. And Georgia, could you just stop fucking up, man? You had a guy wide open over the middle right there on that 2nd and 15 play. You hit him in the hands, you get a first down, we go score. I'm taking notes mentally what I'm seeing in this game, because I'm going to be ready to pull the trigger halftime. Win or lose on my bet, I'm going to be ready to bet halftime. But right now, I don't see Clemson moving the football at all. 3rd and 15 here, 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Beck's got a single back set. He's about to take the snap, little play action out of the backfield. It's going to be a little swing pass to the running back. He's got nowhere to go. I mean, he's going to pick up 4 yards, and that's it.
Terrific diving, sprawling catch by West Virginia to move it close to midfield. Holy cow. That guy stretched out, grabbed it. That's probably going to be a top 10 play of the weekend.
Damn, I was on mute. Yeah, that was a really good catch, dude. The midfield right now. Let's go.
It was fully extended as he got that thing too, man. Those are the kind of plays you like to see.
That's a good one.
What game was it?
West Virginia.
Penn State, West Virginia.
That's why when you catch the ball, hands are always out in front like that, man. Let's go. Pound the ball right here. I want to see some fucking rush attack. Let's go. Let's burn some clock. Let's get on the board before half. What is that?
How about dogs, boys? Which dogs do you think are barking today here? I think there's some dog opportunities to get paid with here.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Dog wise today, I mean, I'm on the Fresno State side. I just think the 21 points is so many points. I mean, something in the back of my head's telling me like it might be that many points for a reason. It's not like it's one of these 40-point spreads where you think their team's going to blow up. But Fresno State's not a bad team. They're a pretty good team. Last year they won 8 or 9 games. They played against good competition for the most part. I mean, Mountain West is, it's not a Power 4 program, but they still got some good teams down there. And Mikey Keene, the quarterback, I think he's the best quarterback on this field today, for being quite honest with you. Michigan doesn't have a starting quarterback. I mean, they have a starting quarterback, but they're going to rotate a couple guys in and out see how they go. I think they're going to come out sluggish, and Fresno State's going to be able to just stay within this game the whole time. I don't think they're going to win by any means, but 21 points, I think 21's way too much.
I like it.
Georgia just hit a long field goal. Good kick from the kicker. Looked like it barely got in the left goalpost, but barely counts. So it is 6-0 now. Georgia has the lead. There's 4:16 left in this first half. I need another field goal.
Great defense, man. They just can't fucking get the ball in the end zone or fucking move the ball downfield.
Clemson's playing very good on defense.
Cab, what do you want? What was your first half again?
6.5.
Oh, 6.5. Okay.
I slipped in 5. When I took it, it was 5.5 too. I'll take that motherfucker.
Man, somebody else in the chat tailed and said they got 5.5 too. I don't know where the fuck you guys got 5.5.
DraftKings, the fine folks of DraftKings have come off their mighty throne and decided to bless us with that 5.5. I got 2 dogs for you guys. I already talked to you about Miami, Ohio. I guy's fucking doctor, right? I also got this little trend working for us here. Minnesota fucked this thing up. It was a perfect 18-0 against the spread, but Minnesota misses that field goal at the end of the game. There's a push. It was a push with the 2. If you got 2.5, you cash, but they blew that at the very end of the game. Week one, non-conference rematch. So the revenge factor when they ran well against the team the previous year, right? So that's exactly where we talked about this when Dutch was talking about UNLV. Or I'm not UNLV, when he was talking about UNC. And he mentioned that kind of, hey, they beat him before. And I was thinking, this is a revenge spot. And now you're at home against these guys here. But Miami, Ohio falls into that system. Miami, Ohio +3. I do believe they are a live dog. And then UNLV falls into that system as well. A little revenge spot against Houston. And you're getting a nice, they're not +3.5. So the 3.5, I think, is a good number for sure. But +150 as well. I'd sprinkle that money line against this Houston team. I don't know much about what Houston's done in the offseason here, but I know UNLV, they're capable of scoring and they like to control the clock. So that to me is a tough combination. That's the kind of ideal situation you want to see if you're trying to play a dog.
Yeah, I actually I broke that game down with Jimmy the Bag last week on it. Fortunately, I got it on Houston. I got it on the money line -125 when the line came out. I gave it out on the show. I would not take the -3.5. Did I feel good about it seeing go up to 3.5? Hell yeah, but I think they win this game by 2, maybe 3. I think it's gonna be a field goal game either way you look at it. I just think that Houston has the best player on the field in Donovan Smith. Dude, you ever get a chance, go look back at that game, Houston versus Texas last year, man. They almost beat Texas. It's crazy. And Donovan Smith, 6'5", 240. This guy's an NFL-type quarterback. No one talks about this kid. I'm not saying he's going to be a Heisman or they're going to win the national title. They're going to win 4 or 5 games, but this is a game that they should, in my opinion, win. But I'm on the Houston side. I wouldn't take the 3.5 now. I would only look the other side in UNLV.
I love the play. I love the play with the hook in there. The 3.5 is great.
Oh yeah. If you can get a 3.5, I would only look that side. I would not look the Houston side. Only UNLV. UNLV year 2 for their coach too, who's coming off a good year, and UNLV turned that program around pretty quick. But I think that game's gonna come down to the last possession. Either way you look at it.
This is a trickier week to kind of pick some of these dog spots too, because there's some big numbers and you don't have anything to really judge it by to determine who the hell you're going to play versus not. So it's a tricky week for sure.
Yeah.
But I think there's a couple dogs there. I mean, we saw some, obviously last week was the week of the dog. Damn, week 0. Woo! Some big upsets there.
Yeah.
Speaking of dogs, we got 4th and 3rd here for the Tigers. Looks like Georgia might have stopped them again. 3:23 on the clock in this second quarter. I can't believe we're almost at halftime of this game. Like, it feels like I'm telling you, that first show went by so fast. Like, I'm thinking out on today, like coming into today, I was like, man, I'm going to be winded at the end of this Georgia Clemson game.
For sure.
Fuck. I feel like my energy is still building.
Yeah. I've been up since 5:30 my time, Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to try to get on with Mikey later on his stream because I know he's streaming the 4:30 game. So I'm looking forward to that too. I'm just be locked into college football all day.
The best. I was doing some shit outside yesterday. I was walking, doing some outside, chores and whatever. And I was like, man, it's that time of year where I'm going to be, it hit me. I'm going to be locked down for like 14 straight hours every Saturday. And then it's not going to get any better with the NFL on Sundays, right? It's going to be a monster.
It's the busiest time of the year coming up, man. It's especially with hockey and NBA starting up in a month and a half, man. Yeah. It's gonna be wild here in October. College basketball in November, nuts.
I need this to be a celebration joint, not
Yes, sir.
not the other way around. Whatever the opposite of that is.
I don't think I've seen you light one up yet, Cab.
Huh?
Is this the first one you've lit up on the show?
Yes, today. Yes.
Oh wow.
I gotta still twist it up though. Like I said, I would like for it to be a celebration one, celebrating my first half bet.
For sure.
But I need points for that to happen. We got 3 minutes on the clock. Looks like Georgia's going to run the ball on first down, give it to Frazier Jr. Pick up about 5? It looks like 4 yards. 4 yards.
Well, Brian Palmer, we're streaming Notre Dame, Texas A&M tonight. Notre Dame, Texas A&M.
Anybody in the chat, if you partake in the marijuana, let me know what you're smoking on. I love to look strains. I love to talk weed. The only thing I love as much as sports is marijuana. So if you got anything in there, drop it in the chat. I love to hear about it. If you haven't tuned in on Mondays to Medicate Monday, I don't know what the fuck you're doing because we have just been absolutely bringing the money, bringing the bank. It's a lot of fun too. 2:19. We're about to see that 2-minute warning, guys. How do y'all feel about the clock changes in college football?
I love unders. It's great. It's great.
I like it. I like it.
It just doesn't make sense that they have different. It's not the CFL. We're not talking Canadian football here with this fucking rouge and stuff. Get these guys ready to go to the NFL. Start getting them acclimated to the rule changes. These games, some of these college games, they get drone on, and it's like, man, let's just keep the clock moving. Let's get these things over and done with here in a reasonable time frame, so I don't have to sit here for 5.5 hours watching bullshit. Even when these teams are up, it's like there's like a stupidity block in some of these coaches where they just they can't run the clock out. They just keep playing the way they play and they just keep grinding. And it's like, dude, the game's over. You already beat the shit out of this team. Just get the clock over with and move on to the next week. But they have to get those style points to show the panel there, the committee that they deserve to be in the playoffs. And it's not helping anybody. Nobody wants to see that. I mean, I like a good old-fashioned 76-3 beatdown as much as the next guy, but I don't need it to run into the next window of games. Then my book doesn't come off the money. Come off my money, give it to me so I can roll it back over to the next fucking game.
I hate when they hold my money, man. I got some of these strains coming in the chat. Dust 10 said he's got the animal face. I haven't had the animal face in a minute. That's a good strain. Nunya said he's got cereal milk and apple tarts. Pin jammin'? Apple tarts pin jammin'. I love the cereal milk. I haven't had the other one. But I see you guys in there. Ice cream cake for Jarek. Sounds like some fire. I love ice cream cake.
That sounds good.
Yeah, biscotti mints for our guy Mitch. I love me some. You guys got some top shelf strains coming in. I love seeing it, man. Who was it? Craig Wood said, shout out to Cav's wife and kids, 3rd place in the love category. Look, at least they get some, okay? I mean, I saved a little bit for them, all right? So they're welcome. I need it, Rodney. This is getting sweaty, and sweaty is not where I thought I'd be here at the end of this first half, but it is getting sweaty. It is getting sweaty. I need this field goal. I need points right here.
Man, Troy Taylor made me sweat last night in that Stanford game. I'll tell you fucking that. That was nuts.
Oh, yeah? That call on 4th and 16 was maybe the worst call I've seen.
Dude, I need to watch the post-game interview later today and see what I know he's going to say. Like, I know it's going to be a typical bullshit excuse, but I just expected more, especially a Stanford program. Like, you don't go for it on 4th and long like that when you have plenty of time to get back in the game at home. Like, I don't know. That's not Stanford football.
My dude in the chat, where did it go? Tom Leach said he's smoking OG Kush. It's illegal here in the UK, so we don't get strains like you guys.
Damn.
I feel your pain, man. I'm in Texas. I feel your pain. But
yeah, luckily I brought a bunch of Stizzy pens with me over to Europe because I didn't want to buy anything out there. But luckily I had that because there's no way I'm not going to fucking smoke for 11 days.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I love that we're on the same.
I can't deal with people like that. Like, I just, I'll lose my patience at some point.
Bro, if I've gone for like, I don't know, a few hours without smoking, I'll fuck it. I'll murder somebody. I'm going to put it like that. I will literally kill somebody. So for everybody who says weed's not addicting, you're wrong because I'm very addicted to it. I'm just kidding. It's not addicting. It's great.
All right, we got West Virginia getting the ball back here now. They're going to have about a little bit over 5 minutes to go. They're down 13-3. They're going to have it about the 37-yard line. Mikey, what game are you watching right now?
Penn State, West Virginia.
Okay, so you're probably ahead of me. What's your clock at right now?
High probability I'm behind you. Let's see here. I just saw this pass. I got 5:09.
Okay, you are ahead of me.
I'm not.
By 4 seconds. I'm about to see the same play you just saw.
IPTV Believer. Fuck paying all those prices.
My dude, Dave Beckett said, does anybody give a fuck about baseball today? Man, baseball has been making me money. Of course I care. Big play by Georgia. Are we going to get into 30 across the 20? We're going to get down maybe inside the 15-yard line, but there is a flag on the field. Don't you fuck me. Don't you fuck me. Minute and 48 on the clock. Don't fuck me here.
I'll give you some baseball looks. Let me
the other direction.
Let me look at a couple things here. I'll give you some baseball plays. It's tough because it's
point that way, motherfucker.
It's not that we don't care about baseball. It's just that we're invested. We're trying to give you guys the plays that we're invested in. So there's not a ton of investment for me. But the spot that I do like a lot today,
baseball today,
the Phillies.
Pass interference on Georgia. The ref literally said pass interference. Georgia was about to cover the first half spread, and we can't have that. Those were his exact words.
Two spots I like jumping in on today. I got the Phillies. I took them in the first 5. Minus the half. I got that at even money. And I like them in the full game. I laid the -1 for Phillies. And then I like the overs in the Arizona Dodgers. Over first 5, 4.5, and the over 9 for that game as well. So there's 2 baseball plays, or I guess 4 baseball plays for you. And then I took the Phillies first 5 in full game parlay as well. Let me see what that was.
It's funny, man. I always forget how fucking frustrating college referees are. When I miss betting college football and I'm thinking about how much I miss it, I always forget how fucking frustrating these guys are.
Oh, and how can I forget? It's Jose Barrios Day. Are you fucking kidding me? Jose Barrios Day right now. But when Jose Barrios is a road starter, and he's between -125 and +125. Fade his ass. Now, the thing about Jose Barrios in this spot, he used to play for the Minnesota Twins. Former Twin, got traded 2 years ago to the Toronto Blue Jays. So it's a little bit of a potential revenge opportunity for him, but this is a fade spot for me for Jose Barrios. First 5 full game.
We got West Virginia coming into Penn State territory.
Football. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. West Virginia and Penn State territory right now at about the Penn State 39. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Need West Virginia to get on another, at least a field goal right here.
Bro, when these flags start coming out like this, I swear to God, it feels so fucking fake sometimes.
Dude, yeah, there's nothing that we can do about that either.
There's been no fucking flags all game, and now all of a sudden you're gonna make sure that fucking Georgia doesn't put it in the end zone before half. I mean, look, like, I'm not saying it's fucking fake. I'm not getting into all that, but come on, bro. Like, it feels so fucking fake, bro. Like,
I hear you.
All of a sudden, bro. Gotta keep this game close. We can't let it get out of hand. It's a big, like, fuck off.
What are they at right now? Is it 2nd and 14?
No, 3rd and 14. They're gonna run it and just kick it back to fucking Clemson. So that's it. I'm gonna piss. Hopefully your 5.5 is good. I'm gonna piss real quick so I can take this into half. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I got a little kid's bladder when I start drinking. So
you're good, bro. West Virginia needing to Mikey, I'm sorry, are you on Penn State?
Yeah.
You are, okay.
Yeah, I got the 7 though. I waited for that line to come all the way down. So
yeah, that's great, man. That's crazy that I went all the way down to 7. I couldn't believe that, dude. That's crazy. And that West Virginia crowd, though, man, there isn't an empty seat there, man. That place is rocking and rolling right now.
I'll tell you what, there's a short list of places I would want to go see a live game. I don't really care too much to go see shit live anymore, just because the betting aspect of things is one element of it. Being the ease and accessibility of getting out there, making the plays, and
you can't. You're gonna get frozen up. It's gonna get not load. Dude. Oh yeah.
So I'm not trying to fuck around with that, but Morgantown is one of those places that I would want to go see live. Yeah. I'd love to go to West Virginia and see a game. I think that would be.
The one time I ever, my goal is to go to all 50 states. I would love to go to West Virginia and to go to a West Virginia game, and then probably go see the Marshall University and the memorial and all that stuff. That'd be really cool too. That'd probably be the only time you ever catch me out there, but definitely one day for sure. That'd be definitely bucket list. But like you said, though, even when I was at the Utah game, dude, you don't get service. You know what I mean? You're there watching it, but it's like it doesn't. Your phone doesn't load. You know what I mean? Like something happens. You know, it's not being at a game. Live betting is not it.
I'll give you guys my top three here. I'd love to go see. Somebody asked about Virginia. No, I wouldn't take Virginia Tech. I think they're in a bad spot today. But I'd love to see a game when they fucking roll out there, Enter Sandman coming out of that motherfucker at home on like a Friday night, dude. I watched it on TV. I get jacked up. I couldn't imagine being there all cocktailed and fucking ready to roll. That
dude, fucking 100%. My uncle actually is a graduate from there, and when I was a kid, he'd always when I'd be in school, he'd send me like Virginia Tech notebooks, like pens and all that stuff. So I have a bunch of Virginia Tech jerseys in my closet actually. But he's told me the last couple of years, I'm like, dude, I got to get out there and we've got to get to a game. He's like, dude, he's like, you come to Blacksburg and like, I'll take you and like, we'll go to the game. And that for sure bucket list, dude. That's a crazy place to be. The Enter Sandman, man, dude. That crowd's gonna go fucking nuts. So
I see it. I watch. Sometimes I watch it on YouTube after I see it live for a game. I'll throw it back on YouTube,
up, bro.
It gets me jacked up, man.
Yes, sir.
That'd be a fun one. I mentioned West Virginia. I'd love to go see a game down there, and just because of how the entire town, like, just truly, aligns around the program.
They're all there.
And give me any SEC team, except Georgia. I have no interest in going to see a Georgia game. Any SEC, just to see the environment of the SEC would be great. But like when I lived in Philadelphia, we went to Penn State a bunch of times. Like one of the dudes that I worked with was former.
That's where I want to go, Penn State.
Dude, he was the kicker for Penn State. So had all the ins and outs, knew everybody, but wasn't whatever you want to say about how he played the game. He was a kicker, so you take it for what it's worth. But nonetheless, we got alumni access, and it was fucking awesome. Every time we went there once a year. The fellas would pile into a Winnebago. We'd rent a Winnebago. We'd go up there for the weekend and just fucking rock out.
That's sick, Mikey. Let's go. That's dope, dude. That's what it's all about, man. Going to these college football games, dude, it's just memories you're never going to forget, man, especially these road games. But yeah, UCLA plays at Penn State this year. I'm not going to be able to make it this year, but I definitely want to. But UCLA plays at LSU September 21st. Might be a chance I get out to that game for that one. Definitely want to go to, like you said, SEC program. Dude, seeing LSU, it might be a little scary down there, me wearing UCLA gear, but I'm gonna love it though if I do go. But nothing for sure. But I definitely want to try to get out to LSU.
Hey, MJ Striker, you're right. He says Penn State's nice, but there's nothing else out there. Fuck yeah, it's in the middle of the armpit of Pennsylvania. I mean, was it like 4? I think it was like 4 hours from Philly to get to there, and nice drive. You get some, nice scenic drive to get there. But yeah, there's fucking nothing there. It's just Penn State and then nothing. So it's not necessarily. There's some great bars. It's a college town. It's a college place. Everything is built around the college, and that's what kind of makes it cool.
Hey, Mikey Mouse, you're in the wrong place, buddy, to make dumb shit comments like that. Because look, nobody's even ever seen your dumbass in the chat. This is the first time you can say y'all bozos are really on tech. Let me say you something. We don't even know you. So that means you're somebody who tailed one of our bets and then lost, then decided to make an account and say something. Make your own bets, you fucking loser. How about that, stupid little bitch? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants you here. You fucking cunt.
But just for clarification, I wasn't on tech.
Yeah, right? Like, what a little cunt, bro. You obviously tailed somebody and lost. So I want to cry a little bit more. Or if you make your own bets, how about you come in here and give them out, give us some information, do something useful instead of being a little fuck that you are doing nothing, just doing nothing. Nobody even knows you and you show up. The fuck makes you think anybody wants to hear what you have to say?
Oh shit, NJ Striker. Oh, you're gonna be at the
Yeah,
Rutgers?
that's cool, dude. UCLA Rutgers, that'd be a fun spot. That'd be a fun game to go see.
It's the wife's birthday that weekend. I've kind of pinched the idea of going out to New York for that game, actually. But
we're doing it. We got I think it's a 3-dayer. We just got tickets for the LFA. They're going to be in Niagara Falls. LFA will be the MMA kind of not regional, but undercard for the UFC kind of. It's not undercard, but LFA, Legacy Fighting Alliance. Friday night. Saturday, University of Buffalo game. Sunday, Buffalo Bills game. It's going to be a fucking blowout of a weekend. I think it's that same weekend. I think it's that October 19th weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check it out, but that's going to be a fucking hoot.
That's going to be sick, dude. Niagara Falls, damn.
I'd love to go to College Station with you guys. You guys ever want to come to Texas? You know, everybody loves to hate A&M, but let me tell you right now.
I'd love to, dude. That's such a cool. That place is. There's a lot of places I want to go, man. A lot.
Even people who are like diehard Texas fans that are friends of mine who hate A&M. Like only twice has this happened in my life, but twice I've taken friends of mine who were diehard Texas fans, hated A&M, 10 A&M game, and both times they were like, "That was fucking awesome." That experience is something that everybody should have.
I bet, yeah. It's one of the most craziest environments in all college football.
When they start doing this shit, it's scary. If you're high up, because the cement literally starts shifting, like you feel it moving, bro. It's scary as hell. That's
so funny you say that, Kat. When I went to the Utah game, it was because the crowd was doing similar shit to that. And me and my wife, I was like, dude, are we gonna collapse right now up here? Like, what? It's crazy to actually feel. I've never felt that before. You go to the Rose Bowl, you know what I mean? It's LA. Not a lot of people come out to games. It's so much shit to do out there. A lot of kids don't really actually make it out to the Rose Bowl. Hopefully it's different this year with the new Foster area, but I'd never experienced anything like that at the Rose Bowl.
Man, I'd love to go with you one time. And you, Mike. Shout out to our guy, Ron Long. Said he cashed Georgia first half -5.5. I lost my $50 because I took 6.5. Fuck.
Me too.
Said he cashed his first half under in the Virginia Tech Vandy. Shout out to you. And then he said he's got Pitt -24.5 on deck. So there you go. He said Georgia's going to be a loser, his over in the Georgia game. But at least you're, acknowledging all your bets, not just the winners. Shout out to you, Ron Laughlin. Love having you in here, as always, my guy. We're at halftime here. It is 6-0. Clemson is losing. I'll pull up these halftime lines.
Fucking barn burner.
Do what?
I said fucking barn burner.
Oh, I know, right? Just a fucking.
Is it 2 field goals?
Literally 2 field goals. We've had 2 field goals in this game. Just like you said, an absolute barn burner. All right. Across the board really quick. UConn is losing to Maryland 20-0. That's about to go into halftime.
Not surprised.
Virginia Tech, as you guys already touched on, they're down 3-17 at halftime. Jeez. Penn State, they're ahead 13-3 right now. There's still 1:12 left in the second quarter, and West Virginia does have the football. I already hit this.
Is 4th and 1, and I think they just got shut down at that 4th and 1.
Yeah, I think they're. I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't gotten an update yet. Oh, it's a first down.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me keep going through them.
Yep.
Here, Purdue, Indiana. Purdue is up 21-0 on Indiana State at halftime.
That was close. Dude, that was not a first down. Wait.
That's what I'm saying. I was looking at that thing. What? They call it a first down.
That's crazy, actually. Wow.
It's the fastest fucking review I've ever seen.
That's wild.
It's good. It's just automatic.
That did not look like the ball went over the line, dude. Look how you got stopped.
That's another thing. It's like sometimes when they review, it's like, we all see it. The fuck? What? Like, we all see it. What do you guys? And then the announcer will be like, oh, well, they have different angles in New York than you got. Man, fuck off. We all see it. We see it. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. Fucking Vegas. Fuck you.
Vegas.
Illinois State, they are losing only by 6 points to Iowa at halftime. Iowa only has.
That's what. Why aren't we not taking these unders in the Iowa games? Or what's going to change over there? Even though they got the new offensive coordinator. I thought something was going to change, but they're going to continue this conservative play of football, and they're going to play really great defense. And when they're in around the 50, they're going to punt it off because their kicker is going to get it within around their 5-yard line, and then just play good defense. It's typical Iowa. So it's crazy. Same shit
By the
every
way,
year.
we talked about the places I'd love to go see a game. I would rather take a fucking toothpick and poke my eyeball out before I fucking went to an Iowa game. How about that?
I'd go to an Iowa game with Taylor.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Iowa they play out here on a Friday night at the Rose Bowl in November. That's going to be a good one.
Especially if she wants to put that little Iowa dress on that she has. I know you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Don't even act. It's okay. We can simp just a little bit. Shout out to her. She came on the sesh with us, so appreciate that. And she definitely bounces better on the walking bets. There's no comparison. One of them bounces and the other one doesn't. We vote Taylor.
That's great again.
Tennessee, last squirrel hit. They are up 24-0 on Chattanooga right now. Just started the second quarter there. So that's about all the halftime scores. We'll hit the halftime lines in this Georgia Clemson game. But before we hit those halftime lines, my guy Perky said, while it's halftime, do we have any other afternoon bets? Of course we do. I'll let Wine Time go first. Wine Time, you want to rapid fire any of your bets you got coming up?
Yeah, right now, actually. Let me pull them up. 2 seconds. I mean, we already talked about the UCLA game, Perk, man, my man. Don't need to give another breakdown, but they should beat these guys by 20. Take the minus 14, whatever you can get on it. Other than that, though, I'm on the Miami side, Miami money line in this side. I've been on them for quite some time, and I'm not going to get off them either. I've been high on this team. I have them over 9 wins. I have them going to the college football playoff, winning the ACC. So, those are all sprinkles, nothing crazy. And then if you want to look at two, I'm also on, Houston. It's out of minus 160 now. I wouldn't get there, so I'm not going to give that out to you guys. Fresno State plus 21.5 against Michigan.
Love it. I was trying to find our dono thing that we run for people. I can't find it. So let me just shout you out then, Tony, with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Tony Cobbs, for the dono. Yes, I just cracked this top, so I won't shock on this one, but I will pound it down for you for your support of the channel. Tony Cobbs is the real one. Always here supporting. Love you. Thank you for the dono. Appreciate it. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. Mikey, you want to rapid fire any bets while I hit at least 3/4 of this beer for Tony?
Yeah, I'll go. We talked about the parlay, obviously. Let me tell you guys about that.
Are you
parlay
kidding me? No good. Wow. 39-yard field goal, no good for West Virginia. Sheesh.
Look good to me.
Oh, it is good. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. Apologies.
It's like, it looked good to me. Are they reviewing it? Did they review the field goal?
I was looking at my phone, the notifications. It said no good. I'm behind on the TV. Apologies, guys. I won't do that again.
All right. So 6-leg parlay that we gave out earlier here. We built it on the show together. 6-leg parlay. I know Razor likes those get rich quick schemes. So let's go here. Under 62.5 in North Texas, South Alabama. Over 47 in the Notre Dame, Texas A&M game. Miami, Ohio, +3. Miami, Florida on the money line. New Mexico under 59. And UCLA -14. That's the 6-leg parlay. Now, use your heads. If we put them in the parlay,
there you
good
go.
chance that we like those games individually. So covers a lot of ground that way for you guys. But other games that I'm involved with here for this afternoon. Shout out to Dutch. Dutch put me on this Ohio State team total over. Like that Ohio State team total over against Akron. Big numbers in this game here at -48, but I think they can get their team total over right now. That number is, what can we get that number at right now?
While you're looking for it, I want you guys in the chat and Wine Time to think about this. I know it's only at 6 points at halftime, but does this Clemson Georgia game get to 30 points? Do we see 30 points in it? Think about it. Think about it for a little bit because we're going to talk about it when Mikey's done.
That is a good question.
I feel like it was too. Shout out to our guy Noli Knowles, man. King of the unders right there rolling in the chat. Somebody that I've had a lot of fun with over the years, capping with and learning from. Shout out to you, Noli. If you got any dead unders for us or if you got any bets, over, under, it don't really matter. If you got anything, let us know. We'll highlight it. I know the chat wants to know what you're on today too. Were you looking for something, Mike? Was I waiting for you?
I was looking for the team total points for Ohio State right now. It looks like 51.5 is minus 125 over there on DraftKings. So that's a good number. I'd certainly feel comfortable taking that 51. And I think they score. I also think this is a tough year for Ryan Day, man. Wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State goes out there and fucks around and makes a change. I know he was like highly kind of touted and everything. Now, clearly we saw Harbaugh cheating his ass off out there to beat that Ohio State team. But, him and his khakis fucking guy. Nonetheless, Ryan Day's got to go out there and put up 100 points every week for the first 3-4 weeks of the season to get the just to cool down the hot seat that he's already involved with. So there's a spot for you guys. Anyways, the Ohio State team total over. I was looking at this FIU Indiana game. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I like this over. I like this. FIU is a team that can put points. Either you're going to get 40 points out of FIU or you're going to get 3 points out of FIU. And I think this is one of those spots against an Indiana team that we should see some points. Stylistically, these two teams don't match well against each other. So I think it's going to be a spot where we just don't see much defense at all. 51.5 is the number that's out there right now. And yeah, North Texas. I think North Texas is a live dog against South Alabama. Take the +6. Look at the +180 on the money line as well. That'll round it out for us, Dabby. The fuck.
That's beautiful. I love it. I love what Craig Wood just said too. He said Ryan Day is the Dabo of the Big Ten, big douche energy. That was funny. Our guy Ron Lofton said he took Georgia -11.5 live. He doesn't see Clemson scoring more than 7 points. And Georgia has had some big plays called back to stall drives. That is exactly what I think when I think about this game, Ron. Georgia's been moving the ball a little bit. Doesn't have much to show for it. Clemson hasn't. Looking at these second half lines in this game.
My bad.
This one or a different one? No, you're good.
I was talking about the West Virginia game. The receiver, he pushed him off.
Oh, gotcha. We got Georgia, same spread, 6.5 on the second half, looking at -120. You can get Clemson at even money for that same +6.5. Total sitting at 21.5. And the reason why I asked if you guys think we see 30 points, because at 21.5, they're telling us we're not going to get more than 28 points in this football game. And I guess maybe it's just the nut flush Allen in me that has me thinking that these numbers usually balance back out a little bit closer, at halftime. And I know I sound a little psychotic, but I kind of like the over 21.5 in the second half, even though we only have seen 6 points in this first half. Is there anything that you guys would consider betting live right here? Is there anything you guys in the chat are betting, or what are you guys thinking about this game? Mikey, I'll let you take it first.
Bear with me. Let me come back to that. It's a good question. I do want to make a live move on this. Let me just look at some of these numbers.
Hell yeah. You look at them while I let Winetime give his take on it. And I know Winetime, you have a full game bet. So we don't come on here just to give out action. If anybody in the chat is new, I'm sure you guys know it. We're not here to just give you bets, right? We want to give you bets that we think are going to win. So don't force anything Winetime, but if there's anything you like in the second half, let me know.
Threading the needle is Penn State. Harrison Wallace in the end zone. Big catch, big touchdown. 6 seconds left in the first half.
That's
Look
wild.
at this catch. Look at this fucking. Is Penn State elite? I don't know. Everybody was hating on these sons of bitches, and yet here they are. Monster catches, monster defensive ability right now. Look at Penn State fucking go. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I'm definitely looking. Nothing in the Clemson game. Definitely thinking about taking a side here in this Virginia Tech, being a +6.5 full game right now. I'm going to take a little something on that. I think right now if I can get it before it starts. I don't know. You guys
+6.5.
Yeah, I mean, they're down 17-3 right now. They got nothing going on offense. I didn't watch the first half. I'm about to turn the game on right now. But, I mean, this is a game they very much need to win. If you ask me, it's their first game of the season. It's not like it's a conference game, but they need to set the tone, and they can easily come back and take this game in Vanderbilt. Kyron Jones could go down the field in the first possession and get a touchdown, and just like that, they're down 3 points. So I'm going to take a stab on it if I can get it. But nothing in the Clemson game. You mentioned, what was the total, 30?
I don't know what the live total is, but the second half total is sitting at 21.5.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very low scoring first half. I don't expect it to be that low scoring again. I don't got anything in it though.
I just dropped it in the chat. I'm moving on the third quarter. Clemson in the third quarter, despite the fact I'm on Georgia, +3.5 for Clemson in the third quarter. Basically looking at this thing thinking, if they both go down and kick a field goal, so be it. But the hook, I want the hook involved in this thing here in case it happens to be a tie spot. So low scoring game. Why the hell not take a shot here? Plus 3.5.
The logic adds up because, like you said, we've only seen 2 fucking field goals in this game. Like, the only way they cover that is by a touchdown, right? We've only seen 2 field goals. So, yeah, the logic adds up for me right there.
And if Clemson's going to make the adjustments at halftime and try to make this a game, they got to strike in this third quarter. They can't fuck around and waste any opportunity. So,
apologies. It's plus Virginia Tech +7 minus 110. I'm putting it in the chat right now. Virginia Tech +7 minus 110. They're down 17-3 right now.
So we got our guy Mike, who took Clemson third quarter plus 3.5. We got our guy Weinstein. He took Virginia Tech +7 live at half. I can't be the only one not making moves. I'm going to take that over 21.5. It's even money. It's even money because who in the fuck is going to look at this and bet over 21.5 after what they just saw in the first quarter? Me. That's who in the fuck is going to do it. I am. So I'm going to take this over 21.5 in the second.
I like it. Half. I like it. That'd be the only thing I would take in that game right now because there's no way they're not going to not score. They're going to score 6 points again second half. They're definitely going to. I expect Clemson to go out there and score. So I have Clemson +11. I believe I got this morning. I got in late on a stale number. I still liked it though, so I'm in on it. I'm hoping Clemson can cover this number.
We just hit our high watermark in the show, guys. We just got over 115 people. Let's keep it rocking. It's cool to hit our high water mark here at the halftime spot because, if you've never been up here with us, after about an hour and 30 minutes or so, which we're past that, we're at an hour and 40, it's cool to see the high mark in the chat. It's cool to see that you guys are fucking with what we're doing, basically, so to speak, that you're enjoying it. So thank you. Drop your bets. I'm going to sparky with my guy Weinstein here. I hadn't smoked yet today. And I need to get it in me. I need to get it in me. I don't know how to say it. Georgia's second half line is -6.5. Books must think Georgia covers that. I don't know, Tom. I don't know what they think. And all I care about now is the over. So I get real opinionated real quick when I put my money on things.
Halftime, boys and girls, 20-6. Penn State's up over West Virginia. Fuck the state Penn. Fuck who's from Penn State. That's what we do, baby. Let's go.
Fuck the state Penn. Fuck hoes from Penn State.
I'm going to turn this Virginia Tech game on now. I think it's about the second half's about to start. I'll give you guys a little play-by-play.
Cheers to my family out there in the chat. My guys on screen with me. I love y'all, man. I love doing this. I enjoy capping MLB. I fucking love being here on Saturday college football with you guys. It is a different feeling for me. Like this is if we didn't have the internet, if we were still back in the pre-internet era of life, I would meet you guys in person just to do this. This shit is the best, man.
This
I
is
love
awesome.
it. All right, so now for my Clemson backers, Mike on his third quarter, wine time on your full game. How about we just go down and score a touchdown right here on the first drive and give me 7 of my 21.5 points. Let's go fucking put some points on the board, Clemson. Oh, wait, Georgia's got the ball. I fucked that up. Let's go put points on the board, Georgia. Sorry, guys.
So
Perky said he's got him some, I'm going to say it wrong, Aries live rosin in his pen. That sounds delicious. First down play out of half for Georgia. Going to pick up about 7-8 yards. Little jet sweep, it looked like. I didn't see the play, but it was a run play.
All right, so if you guys are dialed in looking for some rapid fire thoughts out there, I talked earlier about that Arizona, New Mexico game and the under, right? The trend in the under there. When you got a line that's bigger than a 10, a total that's bigger than a 47, generally in week 2 specifically, we're 22-41 to the under. So you got yourself a nice little, 65% edge there for the unders. There's a bunch of games that fall into that criteria today. Georgia, Clemson. What's the score of that game? 6-0 in the under trend. Ohio State, Akron, Texas, Colorado State, Alabama, West Kentucky, Arizona, New Mexico, and then Florida State, Boston College on Monday night. So keep an eye on that one for Monday night. Some unders if you guys are looking to keep your eyes on potentially some later action.
I love that we got college football just continuing to roll on Sunday, on Monday. Like, I love it, man. It's the best time of year. I think you said it earlier. Big play right there from Georgia. I need points. I'm okay with Georgia scoring, then Clemson can roll right back down the field and score too. Make it seem quick and easy. Throw the flag if you're going to. Good defense right there on Clemson. Pass to the end zone. Going to be dropped by Georgia, but it was pretty good defense by Clemson. Bring up 2nd and 10. Man, that's pass interference. Bro, he's literally got his fucking shirt. What are we doing, man? This shit, it's so fake. It's so fucking fake. Like, you're telling me you're standing 3 feet from him and you can't see this? You can't see this? What the fuck is going on here, man?
That was a cool commercial.
Anybody who's watching the game knows what I'm talking about, Mike. I know you're on. Like, that was brutal, man.
I'm watching Clown. I flipped this.
Sorry, Cam. Yeah, I got the VTech game on. My bad.
Big play from Georgia. They're going to get out across the 20, out past the 10. They're going to be inside the 10-yard line here.
They might impose their will right here, second half, man.
That's what Georgia did all last year, too.
What did Klubnik look like in the first half? Was he like, I didn't watch the game at all. Were they throwing? Were they running? Like, is he just not? Nah, just
I know you don't want to hear this, but I don't think he looked that great. He made a couple good passes.
He didn't look that great last year either. So,
his very first play was like a little like little play action where he rolled out to the right side and he had a tight end that was 2 yards up the field and he hit him in the feet. Yeah,
all right, we got Virginia Tech back out on the field, 2nd and 7 here. Start the second half. They have the ball. Let's see what Kyron Jones can do, man. Come on, QB1, let's go. Touchdown.
I might start live streaming just Virginia Tech home games and just the intro of the Virginia Tech home games. Just 5 minutes. You guys can join me. See me get all jacked up about Virginia Tech and
yeah, shit, man. That'd get a lot of views right there. And honestly, a lot of people look that shit up, man.
Are you guys talking about Virginia Tech? What?
The intro for Virginia Tech when they get going there and they got the Inner Sandman.
Oh, that shit is lit. Touchdown right there for Georgia.
Damn.
Quick 6 points, 7 pending the extra point. I always like to say this. We are far fucking away from cash-in, so it don't matter yet. But I'm curious. If anybody rode with me on the over 21.5, I just want to know. I want to know if anybody's going to be out there sweating it with me.
Big first down catch by Virginia Tech. Big time throw by Kyron Jones there to his senior wide receiver. Let's go. I'm probably behind if anyone's watching it in the chat. I'm probably a player or two behind, but let's go. We need Virginia Tech to start moving the ball here. There's no reason why they still can't blow these guys out by 2 scores.
Damn, you got a 31.5 for a live number now in that Clemson game. 31.5 is a live total now. Big move.
30. Wow.
Good shit, Cab.
Georgia's out here going for 2 here.
Wow.
This is huge. This is huge for me.
They probably
fuck.
It's the equivalence of pulling out and blowing in their face. Shooting it all over their face right here.
There's a flag on the field. That could have been false start on Georgia. Man, fuck. That could have been huge for me. That could have been huge. God, I can't tell you how nice it would have been to cash a 21.5 if I only had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, for real.
That could have been huge. That fucking sucks. Georgia's going to kick the extra point now.
Miss it.
What? No.
I need that plus 3.5 for the third quarter. I guess he can make it. He can make it.
He can make it, and Clemson can go score. Clemson can go score. I will root for Clemson to go down and score. I can't believe they didn't touch the transfer portal, man. Dabo is such a clown.
Fucking scumbag, dude.
He is such a clown, dude. He is a joke.
He should have gone over and started coaching for Alabama. There was a lot of talk when Saban was in that transition period, because he's a Bama alumni, I believe, right? So
yeah, but imagine somebody like Dabo coming to a place like Alabama, and I know we're like, wait, Clemson and Alabama are kind of no, they're not. Imagine Dabo coming to a place like Alabama and being like, hey, we're gonna keep it in house. We don't even know who fucking plays for Alabama. Every week it's a new player that's just as good as the guy before.
Yeah, they're all 4-star, 5-star guys anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna keep this shit in house. Fuck that transfer portal. We got freshmen.
I know everybody else is doing it, but we're not going to participate.
It's like Jimbo and his offense that he wanted to run over at A&M.
Yeah.
Like you just put up fucking 17 points a game watching everybody else throw the football downfield, and you just keep doing the same dink dunk bullshit over and over again. It's like, it hurts when you hit your head on the wall, so why don't you hit it a little harder?
Every time I see
here,
true story, my local looks exactly like Nick Saban, and every time I see him, I think it's my fucking logo.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I if I could show you a side-by-side picture, you guys would be like, wow, he really does.
Bro, I think I've told you guys this story before. I don't know if you've heard it, Mike and Winetime, but my local is this is weird to say because everybody hates bookies. I get it. But my local is, I guess, a family friend. Like, he's friends with, people in my family. And I've known him since before I started gambling, which is what's so weird, right? I knew him before I started gambling. And then in the last few years, I've started placing bets with him. He hit me up. This was about a year ago. He said, stop giving bets to everybody we know, or I'm going to stop taking everyone's action. Like he was not even kidding. Because I want to be like, dude, I thought you were a family friend. Like, I have friends and family who've been paying you for years. And now that you're finally paying them, you're going to turn into an asshole.
That's sick. That's funny. Oh shit, Old E with a $10 dono. What you all got on the grill?
Oh, yes.
Chicken, jalapenos, onions, and bacon wrap. Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds
Holy
fucking
You
excellent.
can't hit me with that right now, Oldie. I need me some of that, man.
I need some of that. Damn, that sounds good. I got some leftover pizza. That's pretty much it.
He said, I got cool pizza.
I got some oatmeal cooking. Does that count?
Virginia Tech touchdown, Hokies. Let's go. They're down by freaking 7 now. Let's go. We gave out that +7 at the half. Let's go. They should have gave out the money line. They're going to win this game. Let's go. Big time throw by Kyron Drones.
Not just win, they're going to come back and cover so that fucking asshole that came and called us all bozos can remember how big of an asshole he is. Let's go ahead and celebrate the second quarter, you dickbag.
Good pass set up for a good 24-yard rushing touchdown by the Hokies. Let's go.
There he is. He's in the chat.
G. Martinez said, I'm fasting coffee only. Bro, I've been fasting, 16-8. And then I actually go a full 24 once, maybe twice a week. And then on Saturdays, I'm like, 9 a.m. crack, here's beer. And my stomach is like, yo, what the fuck is going on? This whole morning, this shit's just been doing flips.
All right, I did move on that FIU over 51.5. I couldn't let it sit there. Couldn't let it sit there.
That's the Indiana game?
Yep.
What's the spread in? That's a high spread, right, for Indiana?
25.
Yeah. James Madison, coach, coming over. This is going to be the game. The first two games might be the only games they win this year, but definitely should start 2-0. I'm going to be at that Indiana UCLA game on September 14th at 5:00 p.m. Ooh, let's go.
Hey, I'm glad you're still in the chat, Mikey Mouse. How about that? How about I say something nice? I'm glad you're still here. You don't have to agree with us, but I'm going to let you know you're a fucking asshole when you're a fucking asshole.
It's true. Debbie called me a fucking asshole for no reason.
I told Mike to go fuck himself and that I wasn't doing anything with him this morning. And then before he even responded, I responded and said, I read that wrong. I'm sorry.
Fortunately, I was sleeping and I didn't see any of it until after I woke up.
I mean, I think that since I was an asshole, I'm not going to give you shit about not showing up again, motherfucker. But that's 2 times in a row. You've gone for a year and a half of me knowing you where you never missed one time. And now you're 0 for 2 on Saturdays, Mike.
Ah, dude.
You're not allowed to drink on Fridays anymore if you do it again.
That's going to have to shut me down. I didn't expect to get into all that on Friday either, but started winning. You know, nothing goes better with a winner than a cocktail. It was a great day yesterday for college football.
You heard it here first. Mike likes a little cock with his winner.
I'll tell you what, nothing goes better with cocktails than winning tickets.
Darn, I thought you were going to stop with the cock.
No.
Hey, cheers to you guys on screen. My guy, Gabby Cab, Mikey Money, Pimp Slap Play of the Day. Let's go. Shout out to you guys, man. This is a blast being here with you guys. Shout out to everyone in the chat for showing out. Make sure to hit that like button. Drop a donut if you want to see us chug. Cheers to you guys.
Oh, we're doing it again. Man, I'm a puke if I do another one. We got to set limitations here.
I can do it, Cab. No, Cab, you're good. I can do it.
You got this one for us?
Yeah, I'll chug this wine.
Okay. Okay. He's got this one. But if we keep it going, I'm going to say there's going to be limitations. Like, I'll shotgun another beer, but I need like what's respectable? 2 members or a $10 dono or something.
Yeah, something. Maybe gift. Maybe 5 memberships or a $10 dono.
Yeah, there you go.
But hey, take it easy, guys. Yeah, I just poured this, so I don't want to chug it yet.
Well, I told people that I would do, because sometimes like I put the request a little high. I'm like, oh, if we get $20 or something, I'll do this, that, or the other. I was in New Mexico, which shout out to New Mexico because they don't have anything in New Mexico but legal weed, and I'm okay with that. I was in New Mexico, right? And I had a few of these 100 milligram drinks, nectars, whatever they were called, nectar of the god. They were fucking amazing. And I told the chat, I said, if you don't know, I'll drink them, right? I'll drink them. They kept donating. So I was down like 400, 500 milligrams straight from the fucking dispensary. We're not talking about your bullshit 1,000 milligrams off the street that's really like not even got weed in it. I mean, I was 400 milligrams from the dispensary in. Boy, we went hiking, and I swear to God, I thought I was on another planet. I did not know where I was. I did not know what was going on. I was gone. So thank you guys for that.
I believe you texted me and said it wasn't a good idea to continue to drink all those.
I did text you that. Well, because there was this lake, and so I was in Ruidoso, which is like at the top of a mountain, right? And there was this lake. It's pretty cold, even when it's 90 degrees outside. Water up there is just cold. And I was like, oh fuck it, I'll jump off this cliff into the lake. A terrible decision. I thought I was going to drown. It was so cold. I felt like I had to swim 100 feet to get back to the surface. Horrible. After I texted you, that was right before I almost died. Shout out to Tony Cobbs coming through with another $5 super sticker. That is 2 $5 super stickers from our guy Tony Cobbs. Could be girl Tony Cobbs from Tony Cobbs. I haven't met you in person. I know your dog. He's a very cute dog. I can see it in the picture. Thank you, Tony Cobbs. We love you. There's wine time for you. He got you. Oh, you chugging or you just sipping?
Not a full chug. Yeah, we still need another. We need another 5. What we say? $10.
$10. We're halfway there. Somebody help Cobbs out.
Shit! I don't know if I'm ready for this one, fellas.
Oh man.
Speaking of ready for, we need this third down, Mike. 3rd and 5 for Clemson. I want Clemson to get down the field and score for 2 reasons. I want Mike's bet to cash, and I want my over to cash. Going to take the snap. Obviously got pressure in his face. Going to roll out to the right side. What a fucking catch by number 9. Who's number 9? I know I should know this. Who is this?
You're that far ahead of me. I'm still watching.
What a catch. First down for Clemson. A one-handed grab.
Wow.
I believe Virginia Tech just got an interception, and yeah. No, they did not. They overruled it. Well, Vanderbilt's driving down the field now. They're out of 1st and 10 at about the 40-yard line, I believe.
Damn, that sucks. They overruled that. The interception. That would have been huge, especially for the +7, but even for the full game there. On first down, Clemson's going to run the ball up the middle, get a few yards. Our guy Noli in the chat said chugging wine is way different than chugging beer. I remember those slap the bag parties back when I first got to Tech. I wasn't experienced in those rich sorority girl party type lives. That slapping that cheap wine bag and chugging it, that shit gets dangerous quick. You are on murky waters when you're chugging wine.
Shout out to Razor in the chat.
You're talking about slap the bag parties. I didn't know you were going to go with that. I didn't know if I wanted to hear the rest of that.
You don't know? Have you never done a slap the bag party, Mike?
No, I missed that kind of fun.
So you know how cheap wine comes in a box?
Yeah.
And there's a bag inside the box. Just open up the box and you take the bag out and you slap that bitch like a nice fat ass. And then you just chug as much as you can. And then the next person does it.
I don't know if I've ever chugged wine. I'd have to think about it. I don't know if I've ever had that privilege.
White wine's definitely easier to chug than red wine, I would say, because red wine's a lot like thicker and more rich. But white wine's, it's pretty light. when I chugged that earlier, it's easy, but a couple glasses of wine is a lot different than a couple, light beers. It's, whole bottle of wine's pretty gross.
G. Martinez says, wow, that's kind of gross. It's really gross, man. And the last one of those that I went to would have been my freshman year at Tech that I remember it because I had a white fucking shirt on and this chick just puked all fucking over me. We were sitting like on a couch that was like in the middle of the living room where the party was. And I didn't even know her. I was just sitting there and she came and sat down by me. And then she looked at me with these fucking massive eyes. I said, what are you looking at, you fucking gopher? Just all over me. I'm talking the whole fucking shirt was red. It was gross, man.
Yeah. Guys,
and I'm a family guy, bro. If one person starts puking, like I'm ready to puke. So like I didn't even have to be drunk or sick. If you're gonna puke next to me, well, I'm gonna puke, and then the next person pukes. It was not fun.
Pavia doing anything he wants right now against this Virginia Tech defense on the ground, in the air. This guy's got 75 rushing yards right now. This guy came in from New Mexico State they grabbed the offensive coordinator from New Mexico State, and he brought in a lot of his guys. And this guy, he was really good with New Mexico State last year, and he's really comfortable in this offense. I'm just surprised Virginia Tech only has 10 points on the board, to be honest. Like Vanderbilt having 17 doesn't necessarily surprise me, but I would think Virginia Tech should at least have 24 on the board. But the turnovers in the first half that they had really cost them.
Well, I'm gonna be fucking lit for this A&M game tonight, boy. And I won't fall asleep. Like there is no limits. Like I can keep going as much as I want because I'm ready for this fucking A&M game tonight.
I know. I'm stoked. I almost was gonna meet up with Boss over in there's this spot, I guess, and forgot what city he said. It's not too far though. It's like 30 or 45 minutes away from me. It's kind of like the Sphere in Vegas, and they play a game, and it's kind of like a virtual reality. You're almost like you're right there. I guess he was telling me. He sent me a little video about it. So I might go meet up with him later for the game, but just depends on how many glasses of wine I drink, I guess.
Or chug if we get another member or a new person showing up. You've been in the chat with us, Nigala Analytics. Did I say that right? I'm the worst person when it comes to reading names. Like I'm telling you, it's so bad. I call our guy TJ JT all the time, and I don't even mean to do it. So, and I know what his fucking name is. I'm so bad. I'm so dyslexic. But shout out to you, man, or girl, whatever. We welcome everybody here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining.
Sure.
I hope you cashed the bets that you rode with us. Obviously, if you took mine, you will. But hopefully you cash them regardless of who's you rode with. So thank you. Wine time. He's trying to sip. Look at that, Tony. He's trying to. I
owe him. Give me 10 seconds.
He tried to take a little bit of it off.
He caught me there. Yeah. Well, this is gonna be a little tough. So
you got it. Shout out Tony Cobbs coming through with another $5 super sticker. Thank you, Tony.
See if this field goal is good by Vanderbilt.
Fuck it. Wine time. I'm gonna do it with you. I got a half a beer left. I'm gonna do it with you. Shotgunning is so much easier than chugging. I haven't done that in a long time.
It saves me 10 or 20 seconds.
It's a lot easier.
Hey, shout out to you, Tony Cobbs, though. Appreciate you for being in the chat, donating, being here. Hopefully you cash today, my man. Delay a game by Vanderbilt, so it's going to be pushed back. Vanderbilt's going to have to force to punt, I believe, now to Virginia Tech. You guys are probably ahead of me in the chat. I'm kind of behind over here, but tell me what
Razor, you got a gambler's first glance today that I probably already read.
I think I know his action. Actually, I know he put it in the chat earlier. I know it's a lot of the stuff. I know he's on USC tomorrow plus the points. He's on a lot of the games that he's on. I'm on. So I think he's gonna do pretty well. I just think today's gonna be a big day. But let me grab my phone.
Don't worry, Tony. We'll get to this chug in a minute. Wine time just needs this little bit of time, like I needed with my shotgun. A 3rd and 2. Clemson's going to pick it up and get inside the 10-yard line. They're going to go down to about the 8-yard line. We got 8 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock, and it is rolling. 1st and goal for the Clemson Tigers. Georgia leads right now, 13-0.
Shout out to Tony Cobb.
Hell yeah. See, that's how you know Tony Cobbs is a real one. Go ahead, Mike.
Game suspended due to severe weather. It looks like there's about to be a tornado blowing through West Virginia right now.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Penn State, West Virginia.
Yeah, delayed is now delayed. Wow.
Look at that fucking sky. It looks literally
think about having a football game delayed. That's rare. Now in baseball, like that shit happens all the time. Yeah, thinking about a football game being delayed, that's rare, man. That's fucking
wow.
Nothing better.
Vanderbilt takes a 52-yard field goal and it goes up and it is good.
Shit.
Wow. Right down the middle. Vanderbilt takes a 20-10 lead here in the 3rd quarter with 7 minutes remaining.
Let's go. Tony said beer time. I'm finishing mine with you guys, Tony, when I'm up too.
Let's go.
Fuck.
Thanks for being up in the backfield today, Tony. Let's go. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us watching the game. Let's go.
You tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready when you are, brother. You on your go. This is going to be rough.
Let me get this name right before we start because I want to make sure I get it right. I loaded up on Miami money line, guys, apprehensively. Yeah, I tell you what, I wanted to, and now you guys are both on it. When I first looked through the card, first glance, I was like, Miami. I'm betting Miami. I still haven't bet Miami. I don't know what's going on. So shout out to you guys. And you can say my name, Maya. Did I say that right? Amaya? I got it. Holy shit, I can read. Did I say that right?
I don't think you're saying it correctly. I think you
shut up, Mike.
Phonetically spell that one out. M-I-Y.
You say it then how I'm supposed to say it.
I'm not saying it.
Amaya.
I was just laughing though because I had a little. Well, you'll figure it out when you finally break it down. I was just looking and got my little 3 a.m. parlay cooking here. Just going through the old open bets. Nothing better than drunk betting in the middle of the fucking night. You don't even remember you did it. How about that? Let's go.
I want to hear your drunk bet. Let's kill this shit real quick, Wine Time.
Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to Tony Cobbs in the chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Whew. Let's go. Easy. Whew. That's easy.
All right, let me get a cocktail. I'm gonna be right back, boys. I'm gonna get a cocktail here. Be right back.
About time. God,
yes, sir. It's about time, Mikey. Let's go. We got to get him rocking and rolling. Let's go.
I'm saying, have you ever met the Martian? Have you met the Martian?
No.
Okay. Mikey the Martian. I wish Razor was here because he can tell the story way better than me. But I met the Martian for the first time at Pubapalooza, and I love Mikey. But the Martian might be my favorite person on the planet. Mikey, when he drinks, okay, when he gets to a certain point, English is not the language he uses.
Yeah,
I don't know what language to call it, so we just call him the Martian. But it sounds like this: "Hey, wine time."
No, yeah, I heard him last night.
Boop, 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 boop. Bro, Mikey is the GOAT. He's the best energy. He's so much fun. We were at the Airbnb at Pubapalooza 3, in San Antonio. God, I love being in San Antonio.
That place is awesome, man. I love it down there, dude.
Dude, he fell asleep, right? We were watching this movie, and shout out to Razor because he can smoke. A lot of people like to act like they can smoke, but when the time comes, and I'm not trying to be rude or sound cool, they just can't. Like when the 4th or the 5th or the 6th or the 7th joint comes around, they're like, why the fuck are we still doing this? Which is fine. If you're a normal human being, I understand it. Like, good for you. Razor is not one of those people. He can stay in as long as you go. As long as you're hitting it, Razor's hitting it. So Razor and I are sitting there smoking. Mikey's done tapped out. It's the end of the night. We're watching a movie out on the back patio. And Mike falls asleep and just starts snoring so loud, right? Out of nowhere, he goes, wakes up, looks at us, looks forward, grabs his drink, and fucking starts drinking again. Who the fuck does that?
That's what I do, motherfuckers. That's how you drink. Let's go.
Mikey money, baby. Mikey money.
Boy. That was a good night, man. That was one of the best nights I've had this year. I had a lot of fun that night. Wine time. My night with you. God damn, Pupapalooza 3 was dude. Before Spinny jumped that fence, there was a point when we were walking back to the car, and I was like, wine time. You and I were on the same page. I was like, this is the best time I've had in a long time. We were having so
I remember
much
that,
fun.
dude. I remember, too, we were walking, dude, just past this random fucking yard with fenced off, and someone's saying something, Nasty Nate starts, like, talking shit, and I'm like, who's he talking shit to? I'm like, oh, shit, that's Spenny over there. And he's like, we're like, what are you doing over that fence? He's like, I had a piss. And we're like, why'd you hop a fucking fence in the middle of this was a blacked out neighborhood. No one was around. This was a junkyard fenced off. He jumps in there, and
it's in Texas. That's all I want to say too. You're in Texas, okay?
Texas,
Vinny's from Canada, right? Things are a little different there. You're in Texas, and like Winetime said, we're in the middle of nowhere, kind of a shitty neighborhood with the fucking spiked fence in the middle of the night, and this motherfucker jumps over it. Bro, in my mind, I was like, he's gonna get shot. Like
that was wild, dude. I still wonder why he did that night. Like why he thought to hop a fence to take a piss. Why
couldn't get back over the fence.
Right outside the fence. No one was around.
Or he could have pissed anywhere.
I know.
Pissed anywhere. He just
good times, man. That shit was so. I feel bad that he fell, but that was a good night. That was fun.
When he got up, he's like, why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that?
Mike was there for that. With the next morning. This is the best part. The next morning, Spinny wakes up early because he's got a golf tournament to get to.
That's right.
Obviously, he's still just wasted, right? And we tell him what happened because he has no recollection of it. And he goes, why do I keep doing that? Damn it. We're like, what? Why do I keep jumping over fucking fences? Like, what do you mean? This isn't the first time that this shit has happened, Spinny?
That's hilarious, dude. That's so funny. That was a good time.
Why do I keep doing that? The fuck you mean? Why do you keep
like? How is that? How have you done that more than one time?
This motherfucker goes jumping fences when he gets drunk, man. Shout out to Spinny Penny Bombs.
Good dude.
We got 5:32 here in this third quarter. Georgia's got the ball again, but it is 3rd and 10. I'm being nice here. I'm not trying to be greedy. Clemson can get a stop right here because I want Mikey to go get this plus 3.5. But then I need more points. I need more points for my second half over. Not going to get a stop. Big pass play over the middle. Georgia's going to get the ball about 29-yard line of Clemson here. So another first down. Clock is rolling, man. Let's look at these other scores. How's that Virginia Tech game looking? Anybody in the chat have any live action or any games that you want us to go over? Even if we've gone over it 17 times, which we probably have at this point, we'll do it again. Drop it in the chat. I don't care. Let us know what you guys are looking at, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, currently it's 20-10 in favor of Vanderbilt. Virginia Tech is forced to punt on 4th and 3, so Vanderbilt is going to take over what looks to be around their 20-yard line. It was a good punt by the Hokies right there. Our plus 7's very much still alive. I don't know about that minus 13.5 anymore, but let's hopefully get this plus 7.
1st and 10 here. Georgia's got the ball in the red zone.
Clemson got a field goal, right, Kev?
Yes, they did. Clemson got a field goal. So right now there's been 10 points in this second half. Georgia put up a touchdown. Clemson put up the field goal.
If anyone in the chat can give us an update on the West Virginia Penn State, if it's going to be a longer delay than if it's going to be a couple hours or what they're saying. I haven't read any articles or looked anything up, but if anyone has any information, put it in the chat.
Yeah, and we can't hear either because we copyright, so we can't turn the sound on, so we can't actually hear. We'd have to read it. So let us know if you guys can. Brian Smith said weather delay lightning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian Smith, for hopping in there quick.
Perky too, 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour minimum. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting this to be probably 2 to 3 hours, maybe. Honestly, I mean, we got all day.
Fucking cash.
What?
Guys, my cashed up, picks me through the net. It's a bookie's treat right there. Ties up that big bomb and doesn't let me put it on the next games. Right.
G Martinez just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
G Martinez just said, "What a move!" Literally what I was about to say, or did say, "What a fucking move!" Touchdown, Georgia, right there.
Wow,
what a fucking move!
Great call, Cab, on that over, man. That seemed like it was the call too. Everything you're saying, I mean, it made sense.
We're not there yet, boys. We're not there yet.
I mean, Clemson has to get in the end zone. They have to.
I don't know why I thought
here. That's wild.
After shit talking Dabu and talking about how fucking lazy he is, I don't know why I thought he would make second half adjustments. He's too fucking lazy. Got the lazy river. He's too lazy to go to the fucking transfer portal, and he's lazy at halftime.
Yeah, and I was thinking too. I'm going to be honest though, Mike. You helped me get to the over because I was actually close to saying Georgia's 6.5 again, and then I was like, no, fuck that. If Mikey's on Clemson. And then I thought about the over more. So you kind of actually helped push me to my bet with that. So
it's foolish too, because I already had Georgia. It's foolish. I just thought that they could keep the way we saw that 6-0 in the first half. I figured.
And not to keep driving it home because I'm sure it's better to just move on from this topic. But last year, Georgia was pretty good at making those halftime adjustments. They played a lot of games really close in the first half last year, like uncomfortably close.
I'll give you guys soccer play. I'm on AC Milan. AC Milan is a plus 155 spot against Lazio in the Italy, Italian soccer. Shout out to Wine Time and his tour of Italy. Slamming that wine. AC Milan, plus 150.
Did I go get another drink?
Hey, shout out to Dom Playa. I can give you a little something on that UCLA game. I went back and I watched that majority of that Hawaii game. I couldn't watch it live, but I was able to find a highlight tape of it. Really wanted to see what went wrong in that first half, honestly. Offensively, they've got a pretty good quarterback in Braden Shagger, who knows this offense is a 4-year starter. You know what I mean? They've returned a lot of guys. They don't have a lot of good athletes. But also they couldn't tackle anybody on Delaware State in the first half, and their tackling just seemed very much off. They didn't seem too locked in for it to be their first home game against an FCS school that they were paying to go out there. And you look on the UCLA side, they bring in new head coach, kind of been with UCLA his whole career. He played there, got drafted out of there. He brings in an NFL coach in Eric Bieniemy, have a good defensive coordinator. They return a lot of the same guys they had last year. I think he's going to want to put the foot on the gas. He's not going to want to take it off. I expect this to be a 20-point plus victory for UCLA. You see that jersey back there. I'm very much a UCLA fan. Doesn't mean I take them every single game. This is a game I was very hesitant on until I watched the Hawaii game. And after I watched the Hawaii game, I couldn't hesitate no more. And I placed it right after that, minus 13.5. It's around minus 14. Damn straight, I'd still take it. I'd take it. This should be a minus 20 if you ask me. You look at UCLA receivers. It's one of the more talented wide receiver groups in the Big Ten, which is saying something. Eric Bieniemy is a pass first kind of guy. We'll see if this college, if the NFL system can translate to the college system, but I don't think Hawaii is going to be able to their athletes are going to be able to compete 4 quarters with this UCLA team. So UCLA minus 13.5, minus 14, whatever you want in it. That North Texas game, I got nothing on it.
Man, I feel like a fucking asshole, man. This morning I forgot to send CMAC the fucking link for the tailgate show. And then I did send him the link for this because he had to do something and he was like, I'll come on the live stream. And I sent him the link for this, but I'm in my head, I'm like, where is CMAC? Because he said he was going to be here. And I just went and looked. and my shit says like send again, try again. It didn't send.
Oh yeah, I do that. I've done that. Yeah,
Dude, he probably thinks, bro, I feel like such an asshole, bro. That's fucking 0 for 2. C-Mac would have been here already twice for you guys. That is on me, fumbling the bag.
What a dick.
Shout out to my guy C-Mac. I did just send it to him. Hopefully he still gets it, can still come, because his later action is something we would all love to hear. So shout out to my guy C-Mac. If anybody's wondering where he is, that's on me, man. I did not mean to do that.
Can't work the mute button. Can't send a fucking link.
I know how to do this one, though. Fucking asshole.
Man.
I do mess up a lot. So, and we're live. So you guys get to fucking view it firsthand. I mean, the fact that I went muted for the first 2 minutes of the first college football show is enough said. Boy, oh boy. Clemson's forced to punt again here.
Wow.
So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and be a dick and start rooting for my over, because I think the other bets are getting a little stretched out. We got 1:07 left in the third quarter, so we got one more quarter of football here. Georgia's got a 20-3 lead. I don't like the fact that this game is 20-3 right now. I wish Clemson would put some fucking pressure on, because this could easily end at this score right here where it is.
You guys want to know something funny? How my dad doesn't look at the odds. He just texted me and said, my upset pick today, Texas A&M over Notre Dame. And I texted him back. I said, Dad, they are the favorites in today's game. Oh, man. He doesn't look at the lines, or I don't think. I mean, he actually kind of does, but I'm surprised. That's just funny that he would say that.
That's hilarious, actually, honestly. Anybody good at the Big Show fucking thing that wrestler did? Because I'll do it and fuck it up. Well, it's the Big Show. Shout out to my guy Big Show Picks. He's going to say that he's unliking the show right now. I don't know how to fucking do it, Big Show. Okay, I don't know how to say it. Right?
Well, it's the Big Show. Let's go.
That was worse than mine.
And that's how the theme song actually goes. Well, it's the Big Show.
Oh, okay. My bad. I missed out on those men rolling around in
WWE, man. I was at WrestleMania 21 at Staples Center when Batista defeated Triple H to become the World Heavyweight Champion, and John Cena ended up becoming his first ever WWE title, first of 16 that he's tied with Ric Flair for the most of all time.
Hey, Big Show came on our tailgate this morning and dropped some soccer action, and when he dropped it, like, he said the real football. Now I get it. Dude, that shit literally just now clicked. Like, literally just now clicked. That's how slow I am. I was like, what do you mean real football? And he gets on our show and gives out fucking soccer. And I couldn't even say it, but already cashing it. He said Holland cashed 2 shots on goals. He scored 3 in a win, plus 108. So shout out to our guy, Big Show. Oh, the greatest. Well, I tried. I got to grab another beer really quick.
I don't want to brag, but I did have a 5-0 soccer morning as well.
God damn.
Big fucking draw. I drunk last night, man. Fucking firing away. Scrubbing through the card. Big +4. I think it was +485 draw. Take that, man. We had Arsenal, too. Arsenal draw. Big spot this morning. Those are the things you want to see.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't ever cap soccer, Mikey. That's great to hear, though. That's tough to do, 5-0 in soccer.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
You don't have access to money, the market, really, so that's crazy. Virginia Tech here they're in Vanderbilt territory right here, about the 12-yard line on 3rd and 10 right here. We need them to get into the end zone. You have anything in the VTech Vanderbilt game, Mikey? You're off that, right?
No, I don't. No action there.
Yeah.
Somebody asked. I'm on Miami. I'm on both Miamis, as it turns out. Miami Hurricanes and Miami of Ohio +3. I think Miami, Ohio is potentially live to beat them outright as well. I think I mentioned this at the start of the show is Northwestern's got their renovations going on in their stadium this year. So they're not truly in their home field. They're going to be splitting time this year amongst 2 different home venues. So not going to be the traditional Northwestern advantage that they would have out there. And Miami, Ohio, is a MAC school, can go out there and put up some points. So, we see a low total at 40.5. Books kind of think this is going to be a lower scoring affair, and we're getting a field goal, and probably what's going to be the difference maker of a field goal. I think Miami, Ohio is on the right side of that field goal personally, but that's a spot that I'm involved with there. And like I said, both Miami's. I kind of like points in that Miami Florida game. I kind of could see some score flying out of that thing. I took the FIU over 51.5. Mentioned that already. And I'll mention it again. I dropped a couple different parlays in the chat, and that kind of brings us current, I believe. Let me look.
Sorry to interrupt. Virginia Tech field goal is up, and it's good. They are now down 20-13 here with about 30 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Well, I got another one for you guys here too. 4:15 p.m.
I'm muted. Fuck. That's the first time today. First time today. I've tried talking while I was on mute. Go ahead, Mike, since you were going first. But at first, I was like, is this motherfucker really talking over me? I'm like, oh, no, I'm muted. There it is.
Didn't even hear you.
Go ahead.
Dabby, your favorites. Give me South Carolina. You want to say that team name. You know you do. South Carolina minus 20.5. 51% of the bets, 86% of the cash. Old Dominion is literally the neighbor that puts out. You can go over there and get some. They bring in talent. They somewhat develop the talent. And then everybody goes and gets some. They take it and they just take them boys and they move on up to big FBS schools. Nobody wants to be an Old Dominion monarch. But on the other side of things with South Carolina, a couple years deep now, these guys have been building and continuity across the program out there. Big season last year. Rivals across there for the Battle of South Carolina. But South Carolina should be able to get the job done. Minus 20.5. Started at 17, so you got 3.5 points of movement in their direction with that cash flow on South Carolina. I like a little South Carolina Gamecock, Daddy. How about that? I'll say it for you.
I know you like a little cock.
I know you wanted to say that.
I know you do. I already said it earlier. That's cocktails and Gamecocks. We're all that cocktails and Gamecocks, baby. Mikey Money. Hey, Nunya said he ripped his pen one too many times. He's fading. Shout out to Nunya again, man. Loved having you on stream. I did get C-Mac the link. I think he's coming. I apologize to him. I don't know if he believes me or not, but hopefully he makes it. And if he does, everybody make sure and let him know I'm an asshole and I'm sorry and you want to hear his action because we can get some more bets in here from our guy C-Mac.
Yeah, talk sports with JT. 21's fine. There's 20 and a halves everywhere, though. Look around.
Tony Dobbs, is it time again for a chug? This is what I'm about to say. So this is actually my last beer, which means I'm switching to liquor when this gets done.
Oh, baby.
I mean, I'm not driving. I don't drink often, so when I do, I don't drive. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't get those fucking drones that deliver weed and alcohol like all you guys in the city. You are lucky. I could use some of that. I got to drive 15 minutes to get alcohol, Mike. Can you imagine?
No.
So it's going to liquor next is my point, Tony. I will chug with you again if you want. Just let me know.
Dude, a couple, maybe it was like a month ago. Maybe it's a little bit longer. I had gotten the Instacart liquor delivery, restocked a couple things up there. I mean, my Instacart order is real simple. Jack Daniels and a shitload of vodka. That's it. Anyways, had it delivered. It came from and the only place that was delivered on opposite side of town, literally, probably 35, 40-minute drive. It was less expensive. So I don't even know how this worked out. It was less expensive for me to buy the ensemble that I did and have it delivered than if I had gone down the street to the store myself and got it done. I don't think I'll go back to this. If I didn't like the dude that owns the liquor store that's down the street from my house, I probably wouldn't go back again. I don't know how it was even cheaper than if I went and got it myself. Crazy.
That's hilarious. Hey, big first down here for Clemson, moving the ball a little bit. I need points here. This game scares the shit out of me where it's at. I need a touchdown. And I need Clemson to score it because I'm not sure Georgia gives a fuck to score another touchdown right now. So I need Clemson to score here. Chat rolling in, man. Mana, haven't seen your name before. Glad to see you in here. said Virginia Tech. Man, shake my head. I agree, but hopefully we can get some +7 action with our guy Wine Time. He took it at halftime. I'd love to cash that. Hopefully we brought you guys some winners too there with that. Pull this up. Perky said drunk Dabby today. Perky, you and Mike might be the only two people who have ever told me they like drunk Dabby.
Drunk Dabby was like a celebrity last weekend, popping up everywhere. Woo Rizza in the house, says he likes the under look in Cuse. Man, I'm excited about that Cuse game. I'm a Cuse fan. I've been to a bunch of Cuse games, clearly, and growing up and everything else. But I'm excited about what they got this year. They're bringing in the Ohio State quarterback. They're shoring up the defense out there, bringing in the Georgia defensive coordinator, all the recruiting, all the talent they brought in there as well. I think it's exciting. Syracuse has notoriously let me down time and again, to the point that when I say it, my buddies are like, just stop betting on Syracuse. But I'm like, look, they hit me and then they say they're sorry. So it makes it okay. And I go back to them, you know, that's the only way I can say it.
Big Show said, what was the,
I'm pulling it up right now. I know the total was 36 or 37. Let me pull up what the spread was. Full game. I got it right here.
I tell you what.
Apologies. Full game over under 37. Big Show. Iowa was a -21.5, -108. It closed at.
You guys gonna make me take the shot with Tony by myself, or one of you or both of you gonna grab your nutsack and do it with me? No, I didn't ask that, Mike. I didn't ask for your little fucking Dr. Pepper and fucking grenadine and fucking Malibu drinks.
What part of anything did I just say about liquor that would make you think I got grenadine and Malibu? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I got
vodka or whiskey in this household. There's nothing else. Actually, that's not true. There's a bottle of Everclear as well, but I'll raise my glass.
Well, I got to go get mine to take a shot. If it was anybody else, I'd say let's get a member or something, but Tony's already done like 10 donos today and is a member of the family. So fuck it. You're already up, Tony. Let me go get my drink. I'm with you. Hold on.
Redbeard says, do you remember Jerry McNamara? Hell yeah, I remember Jerry, man.
Hey, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Tony is a female. Stop calling Tony a dude. I knew Tony was a female. Read the chat. Thank you, Tony. I had a feeling. I have that intuition. I can sense, you know, I don't sense dick like some of these guys.
No. Debbie, you are what you eat, my friend. So let's go. Let's get me off why am I on the big fucking screen? I don't see myself enough every fucking day.
I got a shotty.
Let's go, boys and girls. Let's have ourselves a fucking day. Why not us? I deserve it.
Mikey, do you ever drink that Everclear? Or is that just for like?
I try not to. That shit will make you fucking sick, dude. You know,
I've never tried it, so I don't know.
Like I'm a good social drinker, man, but you put some Everclear in me and that changes the fucking game. I know a buddy of mine, he loves the Everclear. He loves to slip it in there and he'll make you a cocktail. You have to watch when he makes the cocktails because he'll slip it in there. Next thing you know, like an hour later, you're just fucking gassed. You don't even know where you are. Yeah, Everclear
in cock is something that Mike is used to.
Debbie,
all right, Tony.
An opportunity to talk about dick. Go ahead.
I'm not the cock. I literally, when I do streams with Mike, it's like cock. That's all. I mean, it's all I hear.
You hear what you want to hear.
Tony, I got a little Casamigos or I got a little Tito's. I was about to say
I got Casamigos right here.
Okay.
Tony, another $10 dono. Shout out to you, my guy. You're not even a member. Shout out to you, my guy or girl.
Motherfucker. Shout out to you, my girl.
My girl. Shout out to you, girl. Let's go.
That sounded too funny. I don't know why. I don't need liquor. This is not where I need to go. But shit. Shout out to you, Tony.
Nunya said Everclear is rancid, but FDA approved. LOL.
I can't believe it's FDA. That shit's 190 proof. It's
That's
fucking
wild.
disgusting.
That is nuts.
Bro, I took a shot of that one time when I lost a bet. And I have never in my life thrown up quicker. Like,
Oh, it's disgusting.
I swallowed and it came back out. Like, Mike, you like that, huh? As soon as that shit hit my chest, it literally projectiled back out. It's like, bleh. Never again. All right, here we go. Clemson is bad, DJ Hardy. I need 7 points in this fourth quarter, or I'm going to be sitting in rat shit. So I would like another touchdown. Cheers to Tony. Cheers to everybody in the chat. Mike, wine time. I love doing this with you guys. Cheers.
I'm going to be good and toasty for tonight's stream.
Fuck. Why did I just take that big of a drink?
It's funny, you guys all know.
Woo. Let's go.
The Bacardi 151. Light that shit on fire. It's a nice little drink there, but no, that's just too much. It's too much. I didn't look at any RBI.
No.
I'll take a look.
No. It's coming out of my nose right now, Mike.
That's the worst.
Dude, those guys that are taking those all the videos that we have for fucking Medicate Monday, man, when they're taking those shotguns up the nose, I'm like, why? Oh, that's got to burn like a motherfucker. Why would you do
And
that?
you know they're not even using good bud. Like,
Dude,
You know,
Virginia Tech just missed the receiver just dropped a wide open 20-yard pass in his hands. Like no one on him. That's crazy. I've seen so many drops already in college football this season. I saw a couple from TCU last night as well. Easy drops.
That's right.
So
Flamin'
many.
Dr. Peppers. That's what it was. I couldn't think of the name of it, Jared.
bro, I took a drink of that like I was drinking my beer. Like, I don't know why. I wasn't even thinking because we were just talking. Like, that was like way too big of a fucking shot. That was like 2 or 3 shots. That was gross as fuck.
That's going to be a first down and more for Kyron Drones. He's going to take it himself for about 15 yards for a hokey first down. Let's go. Damn. Him and the cornerback just got in each other's face. Let's go. Hey, shout out to Tony, new member. Welcome to the PSR family, my girl. Let's go.
There you go.
It was weird to say.
How is my it is weird too, right? There's so many bromance things that when you try and do it the other way,
You're like my guy or my bro, and you're like, oh,
or when people comment on something, and you're like, thanks, homie. I just put it anyways. Like, I'll call a chick a dude a homie. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
We're all dudes, hey. That's a great one right there, my man. That's a great movie right there. That was my childhood. I love that movie.
Boy, am I buzzing right now. I'm making it to the A&M game. I don't know if I'm making it to my dad's house anymore, Mike, so I might have to join you.
Where's your pop's house at, Kev?
Oh, it's only 20 minutes away, but I don't know if I'm making it. I mean, I'm not driving. Look, I'll be one thing, and I'll say this.
Do you have Uber where you are or no?
If I went like 30 minutes east, I'd be basically in Dallas. So I'm not like as far away from everything as I make it sound. But where I'm at, I'm not ordering an Uber. It costs too much, and you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But what I was going to say is drinking and driving is fucking lame. So if you're having a few drinks with us in here, don't drive. Either Uber, call somebody to pick you up. That shit's fucking lame.
Walk.
Yeah, walk. There you go.
Virginia Tech, 3rd and goal right here.
I need points, bro. I am starting. Tell me why. As soon as I saw somebody in the chat say that this game was going to end 20-3, I felt like it was. Come on, Georgia. I swear to God, if I get 17 points in the third quarter and 0 in the fourth for 21.5, I'm going to
touchdown Virginia Tech.
Big play. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Georgia. Let's fucking go, baby. We're in the bank. And I needed that.
Good shit, Cam. Good shit.
Bit on the first half.
Good shit.
Oh. I'm so lame that I have to like double check to make sure I got to go count the points really quick. Just Even though I know that it can't. Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Use your fingers. Use your
We're good.
fingers.
We're good. We're good. We're good. I will use my fingers, Mike, but I know that 17 plus 7 is 24, so we're there.
Nice, dude.
Oh,
Nice job.
thank you, sir.
Turn of
You know-
events from that first half, huh?
Whenever I was looking at it and I was like, who in the fuck in their right mind would take over 21 and a half after we just saw 6 points? I was like, oh yeah, that's me. I got to take that. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How are you not
Wonderful.
celebrating?
I did like a minute ago.
Oh,
Good.
okay. Okay.
Touchdown Hokies, baby. It's tie game 2020 now. Hey, we still have a chance to cover this game 13 and a half.
Yeah.
VTech gets the ball back quick here, scores, gets the ball again, scores again. They went down the field easy right there and definitely made some adjustments that second half after only scoring 3 points. Tony said, I have 30 beers and two spelled T-O, 2 jars of moonshine. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay, grammar police. Boy, I swear, when we do like live streams for certain
I'll be
things,
I'll be right back.
okay, it's
You good?
fun, but it's like sometimes it lasts a long time. When we do them with college football, I just feel like I'm hanging out with friends, man. I could sit here and do this shit with you guys all day, every day.
For sure, 100%. I know I'm gonna be locked in all day. I'm gonna be doing it with Mikey later on when he does the 4:30 game. UCLA is gonna be playing at that time, so I'll probably be locked into that one. But the A&M game, we got some good games all day today. I'm really looking forward to it.
Shout out to my guy J Dub in the chat. I don't know what Classic Dabby is, but I know Classic J Dub. You've been here, we've been here. Shout out to my dude. 3-day weekend does mean 10 beers a day, Tony. I'm gonna be honest. Today's probably the only day I'll drink until next Saturday. So I'm gonna fucking just go ahead and do it. Cheers.
What's the score in that Georgia Clemson game now?
My overcashed.
Let's go.
I'll give you the score. I'm just like, I don't know. My
Clemson
mindset, I don't.
Only has 3 points, I think, right?
As soon as you brought that game up, though, my mind goes, oh, I've already shut that one off. It's 27-3 right now. We got 9 minutes, 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. C-Mac did confirm he is about to hop on. So anybody who wants other action for the rest of the day that doesn't like what Mike or Winetine or myself are on, well, then maybe you like what C-Mac's on. So he's going to come tell you guys what he's betting. Shout out to my dude C-Mac. Last year on Saturdays, Wine Time, I know you were here with us, but I've done in 2.5 years, I've done, 10, 12 different shows with people. And I'm not kidding when I say this. C-Mac's props on college football last year on Saturdays cashed at a higher rate than anything anyone has ever done that I've seen. I'm not kidding. I wish that we knew the exact number because I dead ass think it was like 70 to 75%. It was insanity, dude.
Yeah. C-Mac's always good at that kind of stuff, the props. I mean, I remember he was smacking the books last year at that.
It was insanity.
I'm stoked to have my guy C-Mac on here. We got
Amaya, I got it.
last
I can
quarter to
say
go.
it. I can say it. I love being able to say it right. Amaya, drinking tequila, mocking goats. I'm not sure I understand what that means.
Maybe
with
that's
my
the kind
two
of tequila
girlfriends.
she's drinking. I don't know.
Great drink in the Dallas heat. Amaya, I'm in Dallas. Might have to do a live stream somewhere. Go to a bar somewhere and meet up with any of the low baggers that are in the Dallas area.
Yeah, what's going? Anyone have an update in that Penn State, West Virginia game? I mean, we got to be coming on at least that first hour.
Yeah, if anybody knows, let us know. Because like I said, we can't hear it. Mikey, you know about drinks like that. What is a tequila mocking goat? You probably know.
No, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anything that's like,
if it's vodka or whiskey, I know.
okay.
See aforementioned conversation. Vodka, whiskey.
It's got to have Malibu in it, or it's not on your list, right?
Fucking guy.
Or hold on, you want a little Fireball, right? You want a little fire. I should have just gone there from the first place. You want, if it's not Fireball, you're not drinking it, right?
No, I drink real booze.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Bartend every night at Hero, Tuesday and Sunday night. I will make it up there sooner or later, I promise. You'll be able to tell it's me because I'm like 6'3", and I look like I do right now. I dress like a kid. Big interception from Georgia right there.
Wow.
Crazy, man. Hey, so here's the question for everybody in the chat, for us on the panel. Let's see if we can answer it. Is Georgia's defense that good again? Or is Clemson's offense that bad? Or are we looking at maybe a combination of both?
I think I'll answer and say Clemson's that bad. We talked about the transfer portal and the laziness of Dabu, but the thing about the defense for Georgia is maybe some remnants still of what was there, but Syracuse kind of robbed the cupboards bare with that whole defensive scheme and game plan. So we'll see how it kind of transpires throughout the season to be able to make adjustments and shift as their playbook kind of gets on it. But
do we lose Mike?
I think so. Yeah, I don't.
It's that bad.
Oh,
we heard clear until the very end of that. Then we lost you for a second. But it looks like the chat's agreeing with you on the Clemson's that bad. A couple people, Brian Smith, J-Dub said combination, but Clemson sucks. Right? I agree with that. Everybody in the chat dropping in with the Clemson sucks. Not using the transfer portal is enough. Like that. You don't like as far as recruiting goes, getting a 16, 17, 18-year-old out of high school versus getting a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old who's already got a year of experience, who has already shown that they can step up to the next level. Like it's hard to compare the two. It's like apples to oranges. If I'm a coach, I'm going for that 19 or 20-year-old every single time. Every single time.
The thing though, from being a coach perspective, building a team and building a culture, you want people to buy in. Once you start going to that transfer portal, that's got to be your go-to. So I can see it to some degree that, you don't want to let that, you don't want players to think like, hey, we're just dispensable or disposable. And then you lose some of that Dabu dickhead buy-in stuff. But, still, if everybody else is doing it, you got to compete with it. Can't let everybody else play fucking, play chess and you're over there playing checkers. It ain't gonna work.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And I agree with the chat. I think we're all on the same page on this one. Dabo, it's time for him to go. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Brian Smith. He's got to go, bro. It's Clemson, man. Like you're tainting a name at this point. Like let's get Clemson back to being Clemson.
Didn't he develop the name for Clemson? I mean, they weren't shit before.
I thought about it literally as the words came out.
Huge flag on Vanderbilt on a 50-yard field goal, false start. They're gonna bring it back 5 yards. Man. So that's huge.
I'm gonna take an educated guess that they're not starting that game in West Virginia for a little bit.
No, until 5 p.m. my time. I'm gonna say that's in 5 hours.
Do you see the rain that's coming down there? I mean, literally, it's like you can barely see through the screen.
Yeah, it's gonna take them a while to damn, that's rough. Hopefully those fans stick around.
That's crazy.
I guess they got nowhere else to go out there, so
I'm about to say they're there anyways. Yeah.
Hopefully, I won't say it. I won't say it.
Don't go to the pen. Go to the pen hose. Was that it?
The state pen. Fuck hose from Penn State.
There we go. I was close. Don't go to the pen. Fuck the Penn State hose.
Nice.
We've hit our action, guys, in the chat. If anybody is showing up that's new, who wants to know what we're betting on or wants to know our opinion on another game, we can do it again. At this point in time, I've now been live for like 5 hours, So I've talked about everything that I'm on. Mikey has too. Wine Time has too. So we're not just going to hit it again just because. But if you want to know, ask questions in the chat. We got you. Otherwise, crack a top with us, pour a drink, maybe roll yourself a doobie, and cheers. Shout out to everybody supporting Pub Sports Radio on this Saturday.
Little update on this Virginia Tech Vandy game. Virginia Tech or Vanderbilt just kicked off a punt to Virginia Tech. It's going to be at about the 3-yard line for Virginia Tech. So they're going to have to go 97 yards for a touchdown. I mean, it's a tie game. They're about 50, 60 yards away from a field goal. About 7 minutes to go in this game, guys. Again, we gave out the +7 live for Virginia Tech -110. Let's hope they win this game outright. Maybe even get the cover.
Another big run from Georgia. Going to pick up about 18 yards right there. We got 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Georgia has a 27-3 lead. It's just been an ass beating. You know, the first half was close. I think that was just due to Georgia making a few mistakes on offense and slowing down a few drives. But really, this game hasn't been close at all. I mean, it's just been Georgia one-sided. Dogs are eating Tigers today, boys and girls.
Doesn't it feel like Clemson's like, you were asking about the offense versus the defense situation there, but Clemson just feels like fucking frauds. I mean, with the exception of the national championship, anytime they play anybody of any caliber, they just roll the fuck over.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Dabo's definitely on his way out. I think. I don't know what he's going to do after this either. If he's going to want to keep coaching or what. He's just not in this day of college football. He doesn't really fit in that well. Someone's going to sign him. Some program is going to pay him some good money, but I don't know. I haven't watched that game at all, but from what the chat's saying, from what Cab's been saying about this Clemson offense, does not look good.
No, I wouldn't.
We saw Kid Klubnik last year. Did not look good. I thought he was going to take a couple steps toward in the right direction this year. Most likely wrong, but Georgia does have some dogs out there. I mean, it is Georgia, you know. But yeah,
it is Georgia.
Tough game.
Getting a little chippy here. Little extra pushing after the whistle.
He seems like a Big 12 guy.
Who does
Go
what?
out there, have a flashy. He seems like a Big 12 type of guy, Dabin. Go out there, have some flashy offense. Doesn't really matter what you do on defense. Just go out there and put points on the board.
That's Big 12 right there to the T.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't know if he's in the chat. I haven't seen him in the chat. He texted me and said he'd be on. But if you're listening, C-Mac, my bad again, man. I didn't do that shit on purpose.
Hey, everyone in the chat, we're like 10 likes away from 100. Hit the like button. Let's get to 100 at least here.
Definitely. Hundreds, Mando. We got to get to 100. And shout out to all the members. Shout out to the donations. We wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for the donations and the members. If it wasn't for you guys doing what you're doing, we wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Virginia Tech's going to get about 9 yards on the first play. It's going to be about a 1st and 1 here on their own, 10, 11-yard line.
Tony said second half team total hit on Georgia. Good shit, Tony.
Nice.
Can you hit that parlay one last time, Mike? And before you hit it, without further ado, you've heard me talk about him. Our guy here, C-Mac.
C-Mac.
Oh, C-Mac. I was getting some
in the house.
I was getting some flack from the chat. They're like, "Where's C-Mac?" And I looked in there and I realized
I'm coming.
No, that's on me, man. That's on me. I'm sorry. But glad to have you up here, C-Mac. What's going on, man?
Shout out to the chat.
Hell yeah. I like your shirt. I love that shirt. That's a dope ass shirt right there.
Sure.
C-Mac, my dude, people are champing at the bit. I'll say the dumb saying correctly. Champing. People are champing at the bit to hear what you're looking at today. The problems from last year have been brought up.
Stop.
I like that, Michael.
Big time throw from Kyron.
That's what I call
him.
I like that.
Scolding me like a child.
C-Mac, how's this morning treating you, my man?
It's all right so far. What were you just talking about? I did lose my prop yesterday with Bachmeier. I thought they'd have be able to throw the rock a little bit more. Obviously, TCU did, but their receivers, I wanted to go for one of them, but they all were consistent. I mean, they're all like at 500 yards. There's not real standouts, real collective effort, but I won the other three, so it was good. So
3-1 on your
Western
prop
Michigan.
yesterday?
Yeah, no, my prop lost. I had sides and totals the other. That was my only prop.
Gotcha. That's a rare
But it was
thing.
a good day.
That's a rare thing for me to hear of a prop losing with you. I tell you what, you helped me get on that Hoover over prop because I talked to you on the phone yesterday morning, and you kind of helped push me over on that. So thank you for that.
Oh, I love the play that you made with it, with the money line. That was it, especially around that number. 260. You got 262.
Thanks, man. We've gone over these games today so many times. I'm sure you've got a lot of stuff that you
Big time touchdown from Virginia Tech Hokies. Let's go. Take the lead 27-20 here. Let's fucking go.
Damn.
Nice. What's the time on here?
5 minutes.
Imagine if the full game.
I took them +7 at half live, Virginia Tech. I have them full game, but we can push out on this live spot if it hits.
Imagine if they come back to the full game, man. Speaking of coming back to full game,
6. Let's go.
did you have a side on the TCU game? Did you have Stanford with the points?
Yeah, it's Stanford.
Yes, sir. Good shit. Let's go.
How were you feeling on that 4th and 16 when
Troy Taylor?
Oh yeah, it was
What a joke,
moron,
huh?
dude! What a moron!
insane. So
That's
What
not
an
Stanford
asshole.
football.
it was.
And they still had 3 timeouts left. That's what
And a
crazy-
2-minute warning. And a 2-minute warning in college football now. Like,
Bro, you had
I
4
didn't
minutes to
understand
stop the
it.
clock.
I walked away from the TV to take a piss because I was like, oh, they're gonna punt it away. And I get a text message from I forgot who it was, and like they went for it. And I was like, what? Like what? It made no sense.
Crazy, man.
Especially how good their defense was playing too.
Man, I tell you what, C-Mac, I've tried to breach it, but because I don't like just having people come on and be like, okay, so what are you betting? But is there anything in particular that I know you got multiple bets, but is there anything particular you're really looking forward to today, or any of the games coming up?
Yeah, give me one sec. 1 sec.
Yeah, for sure. Incomplete pass there for Clemson. We got 4:28 on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Georgia with the 34-3 lead. Ron Lofton said he's sweating this pit -24 to have a 4-1 morning. Come on, Ron Lofton. Let's get that for you.
Let's go, Ron.
Nasty Nate in the chat. I don't know why I've seen him in the chat. Haven't said it yet. Shout out to my guy, Nasty Nate. Rocking that big wrench.
Hey, Nasty Nate, where's my tequila soda at, brother? We were fucking around with each other so much with that at Palooza 3. Every time we'd go somewhere, he'd go up to me like, wine time, tequila soda, walk away. And right when we get to the next place, be like, Nasty Nate, tequila soda, walk away real quick.
I know, because that one night whenever Spenny Bombs went fence hopping, I think I got like 2 or 3 tequila sodas out of y'all's little joke back and forth.
Yeah.
Because I was there. I was like, wait, I mean, I'm here too.
Good times. Nasty Nate said, still waiting on mine.
That's funny. Hey, Mike, J-Dub asked if you could hit our parlay one more time for him.
Yeah, I threw it in the chat.
You're the man.
Yep. I know I am. Fucking weather delay. Son of a bitch. I can't believe it.
For real.
I dropped a fucking small nuke on that thing too. And it's
that's the
just
first
sitting there
game you
waiting.
came in here talking about. Or that was backstage, or was it on the screen? I don't even remember. You came in, the first thing you said is, tell me you didn't bet against Penn State.
No.
Oh, wow. Iowa scores another touchdown. Who I didn't take the under, but I thought that was the move. It actually went over. It's now 40-0 Iowa here with 2 minutes remaining.
See if I can hit some of these other scores.
Why not? That's the worst. They'll fucking play that game at 9 p.m. tonight. I'll be sitting on that fucking The only thing I hate worse more than future bets is when you got a fucking bet that sits out there for 6 hours because of a weather delay.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hit this one more time? These fucking spreads when they're crazy. Purdue, they won 49-0. The spread was 35.5. Telling you, week one, when the spread is over 30 points, it gets covered. It just does. It just does.
Arkansas,
How about this?
Oklahoma, a lot
Yeah,
of teams.
they do in a lot of these games. A lot of these teams don't even score. You know, like Utah, Southern Utah the other night.
Yep.
When they're playing an FBS school, opening favorites 37 points or more, 16-0 against the spread. 37 points, FBS school, 16-0. Ohio State, by the way, fits that equation here today against Akron.
Here, I don't have to assume it anymore. 16-0. You said the number for me.
Yep. Big
I know that
let me answer right. Yeah, I think so. It's all on that performance last week from Nevada. They've just been different on the road. But last year, mostly it was at home. But even on the road, they played some ugly games. Did Nevada, and that total's low. You know, I wouldn't just say take the under, but I think it's kind of ugly there versus Troy. But that's why it's come down. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people thought SMU would roll, and I didn't think so either. I thought they'd score a little bit more. They did late in that one, but Nevada played these ugly games. It was like Kansas, San Diego State. There's a few others. I mean, they were like 15-9, like some weird ass scores, you know, 10-7.
Yep.
So they're not very good. They're not good offensively, but you know, they are on the road. But I think that's an ugly type game they could be in. I love Troy. You know, throughout the years, they've been really good to me and are better at home.
Man, this is the second person who's been in here tonight that's a bartender in Dallas. I'm gonna have to be making my rounds. Shit, I'm gonna have to come see you guys. Amaya said, bartending tonight at Palladium at Windstar. Come say hi. I might not be there tonight, but I'll definitely make it out to you guys' bar soon.
Low probability for Dabby going out tonight.
I'm not making it anywhere tonight, bro. I have no food in my stomach, like 6 beers and now a shot or 2 of vodka. All right, Cabby ain't going nowhere tonight.
It's 2:00 out there.
You're just ready to go. Let's come on. We're just getting started.
Keep going.
Mike's not even ready. I mean, by them tonight, it's just going to be gone. He's going to be slurring his words. Holy shit.
Fucking. I said I was all the way fucked up last night.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Slurring. At least I wasn't barking at the screen.
When you keep bringing that up,
Who barks at the screen?
Apparently I did a couple weeks ago. We were live streaming on UFC and somebody had a couple dog. One person's dog started barking. Then my brother's dog started barking, and then next thing you know, I was barking. I don't know what happened. I was fucking drunk. All I remember is somebody commented the next day in the chat and was like, "I can't believe this guy was barking at the screen."
Chuck said Mike will be singing late night special at 9:15. Shit, after this stream, I might have to start singing it right now. I'm in.
First cocktail's going down nice, I'll tell you that.
I did take Old Dominion here. It's at 115. I took the plus 21.
Oh.
They're not the best, team, but as long, they have Grant Wilson back, and I think that's enough. The guy's a gamer, and they were just massive dogs that covered all year long. I like South Carolina. Of course, they play better at home, but they got issues. They have quarterback questions that they don't know anything about. So even first half, Old Dominion. But one thing with them, they play weird from half to half. I've seen they've had leads where they blow it, but that many points, 3 touchdowns, I'm on it. They got one of the best linebackers in the country, even though they have some holes on defense. And they have enough playmakers. They lost one of their receivers, Murphy, but they still have Williams and another one that are pretty good. Then I think they hang around. So Old Dominion here, 115 in an hour, 4:15 Eastern, plus 21. Come on.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Sounds like we'll be we'll be battling that one out together.
Why? You on South Carolina?
Yeah, I laid the 20.5.
C-Mac, do you have to
there was
ask?
I'm on the 21.
There's a
Yeah.
cock in the name. Do you even have to ask?
Dabby. Don't miss any opportunity to talk about dick.
I'm just saying, if there's a cocktail, a game cock, or a cock anything.
Mike's on it.
Yeah, Mike's there. Oh, I'm so
myself in trouble.
childish. It gets worse when I have a few drinks too. Were you ever heard of fullback called a sniffer? Any of you guys?
A fluffer?
No.
A sniffer. Okay, I never heard it either. I was
I
gonna
played
pick
my
it up
whole
with this
life.
kid.
No.
Asked him what position he played in football. He's like, I'm the sniffer. I'm like, what the fuck?
Was he sniffing ass because he's blocking? Is that what you mean?
That's literally what I
Yeah,
thought.
he's
I
a
was like,
fullback.
yeah. Okay, that's why they're calling it that. Okay, gotcha. He said he's a sniffer. Dude ripped ass in the middle of the lesson. I was like, now I know why they call you the fucking sniffer, bro. Walk away next time you're gonna do that, rude motherfucker.
Ugh.
Does Texas State cover? I think they do. Even against Lamar, I think they do because Lamar's that bad. But I even get scared with a team like Texas State who just their defense over the years is just awful. I hate laying points with, but they should cover this because this Lamar is that bad. Like even with their shitty defense, Lamar shouldn't get more than 10, and Texas State should be in the 40s. So yeah, I'd lay it.
Same. Minute 52 here left in this fourth quarter.
Under.
34. Huh?
Under.
Under what? What game? The one
Texas?
C-Mac talking
Texas
about?
thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the under in that game.
I don't want to ask, but I kind of want to ask. C-Mac, you got an opinion? Notre Dame A&M?
Under. I mean, I'm on it. I gave it Monday. I don't know how there's points in that football game, and there might be, but I'll dare him to put up 50. Notre Dame, I think, is going to have problems offensively. A&M, and I don't think A&M's that explosive. And A&M, as good as their D line is, I still think they have holes. I saw them get gashed a lot last year. I don't know how good their secondary is from what I've seen, but I think Notre Dame plays conservative, and Notre Dame does have one of the top 5 or 3 defenses in the country. And they're going to struggle. They have obviously the offensive line issues. So I don't know if their game plan is, they're going to be slinging it around, and maybe they do, but A&M at home, I think, wins the game. And we got the biggest public dog in Notre Dame here. So
I'm okay with that analogy because I got in when it was around to pick 'em like weeks ago. So I just
that's the way. Yeah, that's perfect if you got in on that. Yeah.
Mikey, you like Notre Dame a whole lot, right? That's what I remember. You're a big fan of Rudy the movie, and you like Notre Dame as a school.
I wouldn't be surprised if Notre Dame slaps them in the mouth, puts up 35 points on their own. We'll see. I mean, that's a tall order.
Big Notre Dame fan.
They will roll the fuck over like nobody's business, and they just don't show up. It's almost like you can't do anything in the first quarter. They just like, fuck it. Let's pack it in and start talking about next year. Although they do have some decent comebacks from time to time, but I think that's just because the other team beat them up so good that they stopped trying as well. And then you just got a shit battle in the fourth quarter. I hope they can do something on offense. Nothing worse than sitting around watching a fucking Iowa live stream. 6-3. That was fun.
Shit
if
happens.
anybody wanted a comeback, Mike, they would have got it off your Gamecocks.
Ooh.
I'm surprised you thought of that on the fly, or been thinking about that for a while.
Pretty quick.
Seemed a little witty.
Man, thank you guys for being up here. I love doing this with you guys. You guys in the chat. We still got over 100 people with us. We're 3 hours into this show right now. Still got over 100 people rocking with us. Georgia Clemson is over. Obviously, if you took the dogs, you got the spread. Anybody who grabbed that second half over with me, we cashed. It was nice. Good to get there. We got Virginia Tech Vanderbilt right here coming down to the wire.
Touchdown.
Wine time. You want to hang out? What'd you say?
It's touchdown, Bandy.
Oh, fuck. Maybe not. They're going to tie it up. I can't see. I've been on stream for like 5 hours now. I can't sit here through an overtime or something. I was about to say, you want to wrap this one up and wait till that game's over?
It's up to you. I mean, either way, I'm fine. I mean, I'm gonna watch it either way. We can cut it if you guys want.
Cut it, man. You guys in the chat, my guy Mikey will be live for the A&M Notre Dame game. So the fun is not over. The fun is just getting started. All right, it's that simple. We've been hanging out here for hours with you guys. We're gonna go regroup, get a little bit of food in our stomach, keep our drinks full, and maybe take a few hits of that good green, and then we'll be back. Like I said, Mike will be live for Notre Dame A&M. C-Mac, you got any action or anything for the chat or anything you want to share before we wrap up and roll out?
Yeah, I mean, I gave out the under Notre Dame, that Old Dominion plus 21. Those two, I'm on. Yeah. I have a few more. We'll hit it up on those late games when I join the stream with Mikey. Yeah. I'll have a couple more as we go late.
I know you've said them 100 times, long time, but it's just what I say at the end. You want to hit any of your bets again? You got anything for the chat? You got any last words?
Yeah, I mean, I got some games going on later. I'm on the Miami side here coming up at 12:30 on the money line in that one. I'm on Fresno State plus 21.5 later on. Also on UCLA minus 13.5 in that spot. I think that's all for the rest of the night.
Love it. Mikey, you want to round this home? Let us know what kind of action, where they're going to find you tonight, what's going on. You want to round this up for us?
Oh, yeah, man. We covered it. Lots of games in play for us this afternoon here. I'd like that Miami, Ohio +3. I said that earlier. I think that's one you definitely want to keep your eyes on. Keep in mind that 16-0 spot for Ohio State. I ended up on that team total over, courtesy of my dude Dutch. And check us out at 7:30. We're going to start about 7:15 tonight. So about 4 hours. Get yourselves ready. Recharge the batteries. Get this cash this afternoon. Come on back to Sports Money tonight, 7:15. Going to have a lot of fun live betting out this Notre Dame, Texas A&M spot. We're going to see. Can Notre Dame do anything, or do they just roll the F on over? But it's awesome, Dad. Thanks for having me, man. A lot of fun hanging out with the fellas here, giving you guys some of the plays that we're on and trying to make that cash. Let's do it.
Love it. Minus the Notre Dame question. Fuck Notre Dame. Gig 'em, Aggies. Let's go, Aggie land. Kyle Field is going to be electric tonight. Even just thinking about this game, I wind back up and I get ready to fucking blow. Let's go, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'll be there, Redbeard. What are you talking about? I already told Mike. What's up, Perky? My dude, Robert Franklin, G. Martinez. Shout out to all you guys. I got to hit it up, Cat.
Hell yeah.
Jarek, Steve G, Action Jackson, Robert Franklin, Joseph, Oldie, Cliff Yang, Mike, all these guys in here, especially the regulars have been here for years. Jason Myers, what's going on, my man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Nasty, Nate, Ron Lofton, Gonzo, my dude. It's been a minute. Tony Cobbs. Get it, hit the like, end it, Cat. Rip it.
That's
it,
it.
Everyone.
That's it. C-Mac did it perfectly. It's all about you guys in the chat. We love you guys. I love you guys up here on screen with me. Let's get some fucking money.
Pub Sports Radio's the crew, that's a fact. We all about bread, making bank accounts fat. Who the hell is that? LJ from the H, I stack green like Boston. Shout out to Nasty Nate from down south, where we ride on slab. 420 highway smoking with that boy Dabby Cab. Swing by Dallas with them Cowboy fans so we can smoke out J Money, cause you know that's our mans. Us against the bookies, put money in our pockets. Fly out to Vegas, meet up with Ski Profit. Hit the sports books, we got money to stack. Can't forget them college picks with that boy Conor Mack.